What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, you know, another day in the land of the living. Back on the Mizike with my dog. You know, can't complain about pretty much anything. Had some mail delivered today. I was really excited about it.
Yeah.
Things are good right now, man. Yeah.
You want to share?
Well, you know, I'm a big believer in like treating yourself, Deke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in like you work hard, but you got to play hard. You work hard, but you got to make sure that you reflect. You take some time to just soak it all in, you know? And that's not something that I do a good job of. So I always try to make sure that I'm intentional when I need to be. So once the regular season for the Steelers had ended, I had told myself that I was going to do something to like, you know, hey, man, appreciate myself for my hard work.
Okay.
You feel me?
Sure.
And wifey, she's in my ear, too. She's like, yeah, babe, you should definitely go get you something. So I'm like, all right, bet. Cool. Sounds good. You know, I'm down for this thing. So I'm a shoe guy. So I start looking at shoes. You know how I do. So I got a couple of options on the table here. And there was this pair of Dunks that hit. I loved them. They were beautiful because, you know, the Dunks are just smooth shoes, comfy, goes with everything, right? And I was stuck between two colorways. Okay. It was all red or a gym red, and then it was a Kentucky blue. Now, when I was looking at them, I was like, you know what? I'm more of the red guy.
What are these, like all red? Like
it's like
Yeezy
red and white.
Red October?
Yeah, it's like red and white versus like a blue and white.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, so it's broken up a little bit here,
Okay.
right? So I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, I'm kind of stuck between which one I would go with and this and that. And I'm thinking like my colorway, what I like to wear. I'm like, I wear a lot of black, I wear a lot of red, gray. So I'm like, man, I ain't really trying to tap in with the blue like that. Wifey says to me, and this was the selling point. She was like, you know, babe, the Bills got that playoff game this weekend, and them blue Dunks really match that Buffalo Bills colorway, so you should probably go with those. And as soon as she said it, it was like this light bulb hit, and I was like, you know what, babe? I think you're right. So I get them, right? And I'm nervous because I'm like, y'all don't think they're going to get here in a certain day because, you know, might have plans this weekend, right? So I'm like, dang, bro, what could it be? What could it be? Could it be here? And when I came home, Deke, the box was sitting at the door. It was them beautiful Kentucky blue Dunks that go just...
You knew it was going to get on time. You put
they
it
just,
on overnight
They
shipment.
just... No. It was some suspense. You know, I just didn't know. I didn't know. I did not know that they would make it here because it said 3 to 5 days. So, you know, it could have been 3, it could have been 5, or you might be right. Could have been an overnight shipment, but you will never. We just don't know.
Jet.
But, you know, when I saw it, I was like, man, what could this be? And I was like, oh. And then I realized that it was going to actually go perfectly with this hoodie that my wifey got me. She wanted to surprise me with a hoodie / not surprise me like, hey, babe, you like this Bills hoodie right here? You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what, love? I'm just loving what you got going on right now. So, you know, this is a great day right now, D. I can't have any complaints right now. It's for tomorrow. Remember that. So, like I said, everything is good.
Why you telling me all
Everything is
this?
good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything is good. So I was just really in a good mood that these shoes came in with this nice hoodie in time for the show. You know, because we got the show. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was here before the show started.
You're saying it calmed you down a little bit?
Yeah, because you know how it is. Like, when you get that notification that it's shipping, you're like, when is it going to actually arrive? You know, I might have to travel this weekend. Strong possibility. So at least now we know that I won't be barefoot. So I'm at least happy about that, D. You can feel me on that one, right? You don't want to travel barefoot. It's nothing. It's a bad feeling, right?
I see a lot of shoes.
I
see a lot of options.
There's no options in here, man. Come on, D. You know, you can't. What's the rule when we go to the airport? You like, bro, we got to stop in the store. We got to cop us a hat, right? You got to cop something.
Cop a new hat.
Come on, bro. That's the vibe. So when I travel, I'm like, you know what? If it's an event or something, it's like, yo, I need some heat. I need some new kicks. So I just felt like it was only right. We went to LA. When we went to LA with fresh Yeezys, like, yo, I need the new ones. You know, so I just need something different here, man. Just, you know, spice it up a little bit.
I understand the sentiments.
Yeah.
Whenever you're traveling.
It's for tomorrow.
Maybe want to cop something fresh.
Do it for tomorrow. Remember that.
I just feel like if they weren't to have come in,
Oh.
You don't. It's not an all or nothing thing. You don't need to go barefoot. If
It was all or nothing. It was all or nothing. It was either those or we didn't have any at all. Okay. So they came in, and I was very excited. And there's a
Damn, do you already got the whole fit laid out on your bed right now or something?
I'm just saying, like, you act like I got the whole family the same kind of shoes. Like, we're going to be up there, team, Bills Moats. Like, come on, man.
You might.
You think me and my family would all go up there and try to be matchy like that, bro? You think we would do that? We do that for stealing games, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you think we would go up there all matchy like that, bro? You really think we'd do that?
Yeah, there's like a 75% chance.
Wow.
Well, because I know you do it either with your dog. Like, usually it's one to one, right?
Uh-huh.
It's either you and your son will match a day, or you and one of your daughters will match. I don't know if I've ever seen the whole family match, but with you bringing it up, I'm like, I'm sure it's a possibility.
Oh, that's a beautiful blue. It's something that's popping on TV. I'm sorry, guys. Deke loves this Buffalo Bills blue. I don't know what's up with him, but he really loves it, bro. And I appreciate you. I think it's just we like the color blue. That's what it is.
I'm in hell. I really wish the Steelers would be playing this week.
Deke, don't do that, man. Don't be like that, Deke. Don't be like that, bro.
Right now, I got Pitt hoops tonight against Duke.
Don't be like that, bro.
I got the Penguins, and I'm getting the Bills shoved down my face right now.
Hey, don't you do
I'm
that.
trying to just
Don't you be like that,
not
man.
worry as much about the NFL right now.
you
Steelers
be
are
like
out of it. I just want to go into the playoff weekends and just watch some games. That's all. I don't want to worry about other
Don't
teams.
you be like that, man. We're not worried about other teams, man. I was just talking about my shoes. That was it. I was talking about my shoes. That was it. Just my shoes that were Kentucky blue. I ain't say Buffalo Bills. I said Kentucky. They don't say Buffalo Bills dunks. They say Kentucky.
Yeah, but there was
dunks.
too much of the other part of the story that was revealed
I
about a Bills hoodie matching.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Travel plans.
I was talking about my wife just buying her husband a gift out the kindness of her heart with slight influence from her significant other. That's all. Okay? I'm on your team, man. Come on, Deke. You know me, bro. Deke. Bro, I'm Team Pitt. We just got one of y'all transfers too, man. Shout out to the young tight end.
Who'd you get?
I think it's Kai, as we said. Key?
As long as it's not Bartholomew, I don't care.
Yeah, it's not him. It's not him. But he's a little tight end dude. I was like, all right, shout out to the homie there, man. So I'm with you. I'm on your team, Deke. We got the blues.
Hopefully it works out for you.
Yeah. The last couple have worked out pretty well for us.
It was the Danucci. He was the big one, huh?
Yeah. Danucci took care of us. We also had a OG called Justin Riscotti. He was also a dude started out at Pitt. I think he went over to Louisville, then came down to us. But he won us a natty too, man. So, we like y'all Pitt players, man. Y'all be looking out. So salute y'all. But yeah, man, all is well, bro. All is well. If you want, I can get you some Kentucky blue.
No.
You sure?
No, not for me.
I think they would really go well with your eyes, bro. Like, I think.
Not for me.
You sure? I've told you red and blue kind of is your color.
Only for America purposes. Only on the 4th of July, Memorial Day. I guess Veterans Day, too. Could be an exception.
All right. I'm just saying. I just think it's a good look on you, man.
Labor Day. That's an American holiday.
Are you trying to say that that's America's colorway? Are you telling me the Buffalo Bills have America's color? Is that what you just said?
No, the shades are definitely different. They're definitely different.
Sounds like you said that. I'm just saying, man.
The
that's what it
blue
sounds like.
for America is more navy. I think the red's a little off, too.
Oh, no. I think it's a little bit more royalish. Yeah. A little.
America's colors?
Yeah, it's like Navy royal.
No, it's like, it's a navy
Or
on the flag.
But what about the alternate Bills then? Alternate Bills got the Navy, the OG one. There you go.
That might be a little too dark of a navy.
Oh my god, too dark of a Navy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Why are you holding the Navy to that type of standard, man? It just needs to be in the ballpark. Yeah. Navy, good.
No, that's a high standard. America's color, it's got to be on point.
All right, man.
I think the Bills' colors just don't match.
Just slightly. I feel like
I just don't see it.
It's like 85% matchy, like identical. The whites are definitely the same.
I guess the white. I guess I'll give you the white. I'll give you that.
So yeah, man. All good, man.
My day was pretty good until we started this episode. I'm not gonna lie, I was doing pretty good. I copped this new pit hat. I'm ready for the game tonight.
Why you have to have your mood dampered now, man? Don't allow me to damper your mood, man. In fact, I should be encouraging you and enlightening you and make you feel good, man. Yeah.
That's not happening.
That wasn't it. I thought this was all good. Dude, I don't know what's going on TV right now, but I'm just loving what we're seeing right now. This is a beautiful day. Everything's good, man.
Yeah, hopefully this is the highlights, and this could fast forward through, right? Are we going to get another game on here?
Hey. Deke don't like the Bills highlights are playing in the background.
Bills Patriots, right?
He's
now.
not a fan of it, guys. I'm sorry. It's not me.
It does look like a condensed. This is definitely highlights.
Yeah, it's
so
highlights.
This is going to roll
I'm gonna
through.
say don't put that on me.
Hopefully it goes. I don't know what game it's going to go to next.
I didn't
though.
put the game on.
I don't know
It's
if this
just
is on a
highlights
Bills
playing
playlist
through.
or
It's
not.
just highlights playing through. I'm innocent here, man. All right?
NFL highlights, or
I think it's NFL highlights.
Okay.
Was your favorite team start up there? Is the Bills up? I know you be. All right, see, I went to the bathroom. Deke started playing with the remote in here. He might have his Bill stuff on. All right, I see what's going on here, man. All right. But I do like the fit though, man.
Thanks.
Hey,
Man.
this new year, bro, you have not let us down, baby. You look sharp. I love it.
I think I've pretty much worn the foam runners every day this week, though.
And
every day this week, every day since the new year.
And I'm such a fan
So it's
of
not
the
like
foam
this
runners,
new
though.
fit or anything crazy.
But this
I'm
the
not gonna
thing,
lie.
though. This the thing. I am a major fan of the foam runners, but full transparency, I can't stand Crocs. Like even when like my wife got my kids Crocs, I was just like, babe, why? And that was part of like me talking her into allowing me to get everybody the foam runners. So now when you wear the foam runners, I'm like, Deke, it do take you to a whole nother level. Like the Crocs, it just looks a little bit, I don't know, it's Crocs. I'm just not a fan of Crocs. But foam runners, you just look different. You like an influencer, bro. Like you should be taking pictures outside somebody's like, I don't know, establishment. And you should be like drip or God.
Fit of the day.
Big Deke energy. You know what I'm saying? And you got to do the no look poses too. Like where you look up, but you're pointing down at your feet or you checking your phone, but your phone's actually in your pocket. You know what I mean? Like, or you act like you're walking and you really not going anywhere. It's like the little freeze step. That's what you look like when you put the foam runners on. Whereas when you got the Crocs on, it's just like, all right, man, this dude's probably like just working hard at life at something. You know what I mean? He just needs to just take it easy right now. Or you're a nurse. But either way, it's all good. But like I said, the foam runners, that's your vibe,
I definitely
baby.
have no shade on the Crocs, but the foam
Yeah.
runners are just, you're right, an upgraded version of them.
Bro, you just look drippy, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, Deke, if you go to what's the mall? If you go to Ross Park Mall right now, in them Deke, you gonna pull about 40 milfs. They all just be walking around with their little strollers like, who is that? Just have you a little cup. Just sit you right outside Starbucks. All right? Cross your legs, too. Just you know how you do the little one cross it, hit you with that, and just sip you a little tea, act like you're reading your book. Tell you, Deke, with that outfit, with them shoes, yes, bro. That's the vibe, man.
Maybe a nice little peacoat, little scarf.
All right. You see,
I could see it all happen.
See, that's how it works. See? Mm-hmm.
Up in the North Hills. North Hills milks, huh?
Hey, man, hide your kids, hide your wives, boy. Let's go.
That's what they're looking for, foam runners.
Yeah, man, you just, because it's like, yo, he's like that hipster, but like educated and like distinguished, but like kind of cool, but kind of mysterious too. It's like, ooh, it's got a lot going on with it, man.
I can see it.
People like that, bro. They like
I can
that.
see it happen.
Yeah, man. All right.
Well, what do we got going here?
I
Shout-outs?
guess we should go ahead and start the show how we always start the show. So, you know what? Let's do that, ladies and gents. Let us know where you are tuning in from so we can give those big boy shout-outs to start today's show. And please hit that like button on the front way end of this thing as well.
First one, Camonier. He's always in the house.
Oh, yeah,
We got to
absolutely.
give him a shout-out.
Absolutely.
He's always here. He's always dropping comments, always engaging. Says the 802, Green Mountain State. Jar Devil, tuning in from the 310, San Pedro, California.
Mm-hmm.
We got a Crocs take here from Rod Dawless. He says it's either Crocs, so he has a pair, or my Debo slippers.
Oh, the Debos is
Nowadays.
fire. The Debos are fire. I had the Debos forever up until your boy, until Seven got them Uggs for us. When he got the Ugg slippers, that was the first time I got about them Debos, bro. Love the Debo slides. Absolutely.
Explain those for me.
All right. So in the
That's
movie,
the character
in
from
the movie
Friday,
Friday,
correct?
yes, Debo, we know the big bully, the guy that we jokingly call James Harrison Debo, right? Because Debo is this big bully. R.I.P. to Tiny Liston. He passed away.
I could look him up probably right now,
Yeah,
right?
but it's essentially, it's like you could buy them at Walmart. They're like the old grandpa, like.
They have no backs to him.
No, they have a back. You walk on the back. You step on it. That's what makes them the Debos. Yeah, because Debo would just step on his and you slide your foot in it. But yeah, man. So they got the bandana print on them as well.
They actually have some Debo Samuel logoed slides here. Number 19. It looks like they have his signature on them.
Yo, that's funny.
Hold on. Oh, it's these ones though. Is it
go
these?
back real quick. Yeah.
Like these?
Uh-huh.
Something really simple.
Mm-hmm. You stand on the back of them things. And actually, those are too nice. Those are $40. Nah, the Debo's, no. Debo's like $5, bro. Facts. Yeah.
I got a pair of those actually then.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're describing.
You get them right at Walmart.
I probably got a $10 or $15 pair.
Yep. Yeah, definitely not 44. You paying 44 for Debo's, man, they overpricing you, baby. Yeah. But it took your boy Seven getting the squad Uggs, man. He got us all them Ugg slippers.
Whole squad, not just
Yeah.
O-line.
Because I guess I would never have bought an Ugg. I thought Uggs were just for like ladies. So I was like, bro, I don't want no Uggs. And then he got
Brady
slippers.
changed the game.
I know. And we used to look at Seven when he wears like, it was like, yo, you got them Uggs, like that is crazy. He's like, yo, he's comfy. And when he got us all of them, we was like, all right, they're actually very comfy. I respect it a whole nother level. In fact, I even went and bought me another pair. Like, it's that bad. Yeah. I felt real bad about myself. I said, Lord, I done went from the Debos to these Ugg slippers. Boy, you is something else. Yeah. Yep.
A few more here.
Let's do it.
Todd Sikorski, what's up from the 520? Tucson,
Let's
Arizona.
go. What's the word?
Says
What's
no
the word?
Crocs. James Williams, 614, Columbus, Ohio. Robert Bennett, the 609, Trenton, New Jersey.
All right,
Says me and my girl watching.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Shout out to you and your lady, man. Absolutely. Let me get a couple in here real quick, man. All right. I have DJ Lundy tuning in from the 757 Norfolk, VAAKA, Doug Correa. Then after that, Kaka Martini tuning in from the 412 to the 719, Pittsburgh to Colorado Springs. Shout out in Colorado, by the way. Then after that, we got to tap in with the homie Gavin Schneider. And he's in Toms River, New Jersey, the 732. Salute you. And I will wrap it up with... I'll go Tiles Levy. Tuning in from the big 910 Fayetteville, North Carolina. Lego. Ooh, and Ty Sikowski, he definitely brings up another good point. They were originally known as the Winos. Yes, because usually you see like the winos, people who, just like the alcoholics, just walking up and down the street, they would always have them type on. Yeah, I got an uncle. We know. Yes, everybody has one. Everybody.
Okay. Super chat, son.
Let's tap in.
Steeler Nation on fire. Can we get Mike Tomlin on the show one day?
That is definitely something that we will be working to do. Yes.
Trucker James, listening from I-40 West between OKC and Amarillo, Texas.
Let's go. Safe travels. Hey, and pull that horn thing one time for us too, man. Was you ever one of them kids that like you in the back, like, yo, hit it?
Yeah.
We used to do it all the time, man. So just for the culture one time, man. Hit the little horn thing. Por favor.
Steeler Nation on fire. Moats, did wifey get mad at you on Monday?
No. What happened? No, we were good. Yes, I started texting her like towards the end of it, so we were good. And what was the day?
I think we were pretty much on time. Actually.
Yeah. I'm about to say because the one day we were like late.
That's because we started so early.
Yeah, that's what it was.
We forgot what time we started.
That was Thursday.
Yeah, that was the last show of last week.
But that ended up working out because we ended up ordering food. Monday was straight because we were only like, I think it was like 2 minutes behind. But we came upstairs and wifey was she said she was proud of us. Yeah. She was like, I see y'all. Good work. So yeah, it was all good. Shout out to Deke.
Steeler Nation on fire. Want to know who holds more grudges? Steeler fans with the Jets or women?
Ooh. Hey. I'll let Deke answer that one. I plead the fifth.
Well, I guess it's something to think about. Something to think about. We can get back to that. I'm not too happy with the Jets right now.
I would agree. Jets did let us down.
We'll just leave that one open-ended.
You didn't want to elaborate on the other part? You was good on it?
Well, let's see if the chat have any definitive answers.
There we go.
Maybe it could spark my mind a little bit. Fish momentum. What's good, guys?
What's good?
At work. Hashtag JJ the 412.
Oh.
JJ to the 412.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah. I was like, who's talking about? That's what we talking about.
Fish momentum. Deke, I felt your pain watching your video. Yeah, I was pretty much speechless. There wasn't really much to say outside of I felt like we got robbed. Steelers got robbed. Don't know when a normal tackle is called a horse collar these days, but
crazy, bro.
that's what they did in the Jets Dolphins. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Fish momentum. Deke needs a job at the Steelers or ESPN. Hashtag Bleacher.
There it is.
Uh,
Get you on that ESPN, baby.
I'm good where I'm at. I'll be honest.
To get you some of the ESPN.
I wouldn't blame them for asking me.
I mean, how could
they
you
need
not?
some
Come on, bro.
good
Let's be real.
takes.
Come on, baby.
Haven't seen that in a while from either. I'm not going to say the Steelers, but from ESPN. Some of these mainstream media things I see on TV.
I'm glad I got you over here. Let's go.
No, I'm good where I'm at, though. I'm good where I'm at. But then I guess he said hashtag Bleacher. I did another thing with Bleacher Report yesterday.
Indeed.
That was
yes,
good.
indeed. Talk about it, baby.
I've been in a good standing with them, I
Let's
guess.
go.
They keep asking me back. So
Let's
I gave
go.
some predictions for the Steelers this offseason,
Mhm.
also recap the 2022 season.
Let's get it.
That's
Let's
really
get
it.
it.
I feel like what I said you'd agree with. It was the tale of two halves.
Facts. Yeah.
Or I also said it was the tale of having TJ Watt, not having TJ Watt.
That also is very true. Yeah.
Just a bittersweet ending. And then my predictions, I don't know. Maybe I'll save them.
Oh.
I don't know if we're doing them here, whatever. I'll save them for Big Deep News here, however
Let's
we want to
go.
save them.
Let's
I won't
go.
say them right now.
Let's
but
go.
I got 5 predictions. I think I'm going to go 5 for 5 because it wasn't
Let's go.
bold predictions, hot take predictions. It was like, what do you think's going to happen? I think I should bet 100%.
I like it.
But no, it was a good time. I really appreciate when they reach out to me. It's always a good time
I like
with
it
them.
for you, man.
They
That's
got
dope
the
as heck,
people
bro.
that I work with. They're
Let's
really
go.
nice. So yeah,
And you deserve it, man, because you've been putting in work, bro.
Well, yeah,
you like that,
hopefully-
man. Let's
hopefully,
go.
I hear
Let's
more
go.
from them. But yeah, appreciate it, Fish Momentum, for
Let's
tuning in.
go.
Whoever else did. Means a lot. Let's go, UW. So, Moats, as much as we want to say Canada has improved, at what point does, what's FO? The FO?
Front office.
Front office.
Uh-huh.
Have to say we need more than 18 points per game average, regardless of my opinion on KP. There's too much talent to be this conservative on offense.
I think the front office's response would be, don't focus on the 17-game sample size. You focus on the back half in terms of 2 seasons, pre-bye week, post-bye week. That's what they were going to say. That's how they're going to look at it, because if you look at it that way, those numbers are going to definitely reflect something very different than if you're only focusing on a 17-game stance, where we talked about the context of what was going on in the first half of the season. The front office, they live in the context. They live in the minutia. Media and fans don't live in the context, don't live in the minutia. We personally like to live in the stats, right? Or the highlights, where it's just like, it's easier to just grasp it and just roll with it that way. But when you look at the context on a game in and game out basis, especially first half of the season, 2-6. Second half of the season, 7-2. 4-game winning streak to end the season. 28 points scored in his last game, 2 for 4 in the red zone with a fumble, which would have actually been a touchdown to make it 3 or 4 in the red zone. It's like, they focus on that way, because that's how you got to operate at this level. But if you only focus on the stats and only look at it from a 17-game sample size and don't respect the context, what could be very misleading. And that's what we always say about like stats. It's a part of the story, but it's not the full story. But you got to understand how to get that information and where to look for it as well.
Yeah. A lot of people are pulling up the overall season stats right now. And I know we were pretty much worse than almost every offensive category in the first half of the season before the bye.
Absolutely.
Now I'm seeing a lot of stuff like bottom 20, still in that range. But I don't think my eyes were lying.
Nope.
We had a competent NFL offense in the second half of the season. At times, pretty damn good. And I keep bringing up, if you do go game by game and you want to talk about that context, the stats would look even better in the second half. Like, because if you look right now, our points per game, it's like average. I think
It's
total
like middle of the
offense
pack,
is
yeah.
average. The best part is the rush yards per
Correct.
game, which is, I think, was 7th
Yeah.
or 8th in the league. Those would be even better if we had better player execution in the red zone, or just more critical moment. Like you could bring, I could go ad nauseum game in,
About
go
the
game by
different
game about
errors,
the different things that happened.
They weren't
Saints
necessarily
game,
reflective.
Naji dropped a touchdown. Matthew Wright missed 2 field goals. Mitch Trubisky threw 3 picks in the Ravens game. Kenny Pickett had an overthrow or 2 in the red zone. In a couple of those games, Deontay dropped a touchdown. Pickens dropped a touchdown. Najee dropped another touchdown. I can't remember what game it was, but yeah, there was all those things happening. And then, okay, we scored, 13 points? Was it 13 in the Raiders game? And then we had 16 in the Ravens game. Put some context into those games as well.
I would agree.
Raiders game, like negative temperatures. We went up against an offense with a Josh McDaniels as an OC. They had Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, all these weapons, and we played better as an offense than them.
For 4 quarters.
Yes. And then Ravens, that's always going to be a tough game. On the road, tough defense. You just try to get the dub. I don't care about style points.
Like we said, if you're looking just at stats, it could be misleading. But if you look at the context, game in and game out basis, like we talk about, it's not hard to see. It's really not. And that's the beauty of it, you know? But everybody has their way of viewing it also. So that's also part of it as well.
But also just the fact we were moving the ball up and down the field at a really good rate.
Like,
really consistently.
I'm with you.
Come on here. Shout out to you guys and TG. Y'all made last offseason way more fire. Shout out to AJ Martinez, Jake Malesio, Fish Momentum, Damon Brown, Rod Dallas, and Trina.
Shout out, man. And yeah, we still gonna be in here tapping it in, man, all off season long, man. Get it in how we do. Hopefully I don't have to be gone for 30 days virtually with how we did last time.
You're thinking about it again?
Absolutely not. No, I was just reflecting. I was like, last year when he said bringing up the off season, I was like, yeah, we spent about 30 days. It was virtual. Yeah, them early mornings. I was not a fan. Not at all. Yeah, but we held through. We held strong. But yeah, man, we'll keep it going. But shout out to you, though, Kyle. I'm on, yeah. Hopefully we can have you another fire off season.
Skydiving heck. Is Miles Jack a long-term solution?
Yeah, as long as he's healthy, he's our best linebacker. It was just his body started to break down towards the end of the season. And when that happens, and with the particular injuries that he was battling against, when you're talking to growing, that limits you in terms of your mobility, in terms of your technique and fundamentals. And one of the things that makes Miles Jack so good, granted he's super athletic, but he is also very fundamentally sound. And as a player that understands the linebacker position, you have to be able to shuffle left and right. And you know what hurts the most when you're trying to shuffle, Deke, if it's hurting? It's a growing. Oh, that growing, Deke, when you go on the shuffle, left, right, side to side, it is no bueno. No fun whatsoever. And I just think that down the stretch, that did bug him. So even when he would come out there and try to plan some of these games, to me, I could just tell that was not the same player from the first half of the season when he was a lot more healthy and he was on pace to break the Steelers' tackling record. You know, he's about to have like 200 of them things at one point. Like, that's what it was. But, you know, I do feel like if he can maintain his health, that he could be a long-term solution. But when I think of long-term solution, I'm asking myself, like, are we talking like how with Baltimore, with Roquan, like how they just did him a 5-year deal like that? Because I don't see Miles for 5 years per se, but like if we're talking the next 2 to 3.
So we got him under contract next year.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking, more of like just the next 2 to 3 tops. Because what is he? He's 30?
He could, but I mean, he could play up to 5 years if he keeps playing really well.
Yeah.
But in terms of us, we don't. I don't think we need to lock up a guy like Miles Jack to this 4 or 5 year mega deal.
Nah. If anything, I'm adding maybe a year or 2 years to the deal that he has.
Fine. It probably makes sense for both sides because with where his market value is right now, he's probably thinking, okay, if I can keep playing at a high level, maybe I can make more money when I'm 29 or 30 and get my like last big contract.
And he's in a nice defense. That's the other part. Like when you're a guy like him, you want to have pieces. Some of his best football when he was in Jacksonville was when he had pieces. He had a Telvin Smith, he had a Calais Campbell, he had a Malik Jackson down there. That's when he had Jalen Ramsey, AJ Bouye, all them dudes. Like it's like, man, he got a defense that he's playing in now that's very reminiscent of that, where he has just crazy talent around him and he could just play.
Yeah. And
he saw how productive he was when he was healthy. So he also knows that. So yeah, I think that's definitely one of those ones where we can make sure I'm trying to think how we even word that. Like that'd be more so restructure. versus an
Extension?
Or no, it'd be extension. Yeah, you're right, because he has one left. So I think you extend him. Just either give him an extra year or 2 tops.
Extension / restructure, because
Yeah,
you could almost do both.
Well, because when you extend it, you're gonna drop down his cost per year, anyways. You know what I mean? Depending on how they want to do the numbers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Come on, year. Is Akello done with us? This year was sadly a letdown. It really was.
Yeah. And what's his cap hit next year too?
So yeah, he's probably gone. Cap hit is $5.5 million. The dead cap is 1.5.
Oh yeah, that's a body. Yeah. Yep.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
We didn't see him for probably 85% of the season. When we did, he was getting cooked by A.J. Brown and Amari Cooper. He had the nice pick against the Bengals.
Yeah.
But outside of that, not too much else.
Yeah.
Our priorities for cornerback just got to be, in terms of in-house, just got to be Cam Sutton. And if it was between William Jackson or Akello, I feel like the Steelers are going to lean William Jackson, not at his cap hit right now, but in terms of some type of restructure, get him back on a low cap hit.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Just because of the talent that he has, the first round, and just the connection we have.
Yeah.
We always wanted him. And this is the time we finally got him.
Mm-hmm.
And just unfortunately, he couldn't play this year because of that back injury.
Think about it.
We thought it was fake, but I guess it ended up being real.
He never
we
even
put him
practiced.
on IR.
He never even practiced, bro. Like, that's crazy.
So I feel like we're good at corner. Like, we got to bring Levi Wallace back. Yeah. He's under contract. I don't see why we wouldn't. He's really productive for us.
And he had what? 4? How many picks he had?
4 picks.
4 picks.
And he's our second corner.
Yeah. He had a really nice pick in that Browns game too, man. I don't know why Watson threw it, but yeah, heck, hey man.
Shout out to 3 people there.
Dude, I was like, yo, what are you looking at, man? Like, it's crazy.
So I feel like Wallace is back. Try to get Cam Sutton back, and then you could do draft.
Yeah.
And so we're already talking. That's 3 corners right there, not even including William Jackson coming back. So I don't.
Those are all outside dudes too.
Right. I don't feel like there's room for Akello Witherspoon, and just based off the production from last year and what he gave us, and then what his cap hit is and the dead cap, it just doesn't add up.
And he's not like a Pierre where you could bump him into the slot, or like a Cam Sutton that you could bump into the slot. He's definitely outside corner. Yeah. Bring him some good points, baby. Bring him some good points, man.
So I did check on William Jackson III. They were right whenever we traded for him. Remember, we were looking at his contract details. We can cut him. It's literally 0 dead cap.
Perfect. Yep.
So that's probably what's going to happen. Maybe we'll be in conversations.
Try to sign him back. Yeah.
Right. Because I don't even know what the point would be if we're trying to restructure him. Let's just start with a fresh
contract. Yeah.
Next one, Fish Momentum. Ambition Live, February 10th. 2023 at Rivers.
You heard him.
He's got some new music. Hashtag new music.
Uh-oh.
Trucker James. With regards to Matt Canada, you have to look at the improvement over the course of the season. You don't hire a guy with no NFL experience as your OC unless you plan on being a little bit patient.
Bring up a really good perspective right there. Like I said, this was his second season as an offensive coordinator at the NFL level. And you're right. I mean, we did see improvement within that second year. That is what you want. And you might be onto something. When you talk about just that thought process, that mindset, it would make sense. I would understand it, especially for Coach Tomlin, because when he hired Matt Canada, knowing how unproven he was, it didn't scream that he was going to be in a situation where he wanted to just move fast from him. But at the same time, the hiring could have also been lack of candidates actually wanting the job, because remember at that time, 7 was still here. And it was a lot of stuff still surrounding whether or not he was going to, be happy with the situation. How long were you going to be attached to him? Were they going to clean house once he was gone? So that also could have been at play in terms of why Coach Tomlin decided to actually hire Matt Canada. So I think it could go either way with that. But just looking at what he's done in his 2-year sample size, it's like we've seen the improvement. So I can understand if he keeps him. I really do. And like I said, it would make sense to me. So
I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So a couple things there. A lot of people are bringing up Canada's tenure with Big Ben last year in 2021 as part of his failure, which I agree with. I was never happy with that fit. Just didn't make sense. Why are we bringing in this inexperienced OC? But be with a Hall of Fame quarterback. Like, it doesn't make sense.
But think about what experienced OC would want to go into that situation where you pretty much have 1 year with 7 and it's the back end of 7. Like, I also think that could be at play, because if even if I have all these concepts, but I'm going to be limited to this player, and because of who he is, we can't override that either. Would you really want to tap in on that?
Dare I say, maybe we should have brought back Fichtner for at least Ben's final season.
I mean, that would have been a different conversation. But Fichtner would have
Let
just
Ben
been
do it
what?
his way.
But that's Fichtner, and like I said, it's just a different approach. We were all on board with going a different approach because those results stopped producing the dividends that we expected.
Line wasn't that good.
Fair,
Some drops.
cool.
A lot of things happening at play at the end of that 2020 season. It's unfortunate.
I would agree.
Wasn't on 7.
I would not go that far. I would just say it was a lot of things at play.
Either way, the 2021 fit for Matt Canada wasn't there because just in general, Matt Canada, Big Ben, that wasn't the best of fits.
I would agree, yeah.
What Matt Canada is all about. So I don't know if you can really grade that fairly if you're looking at him in a totality going forward, at least. Now, if you want to say, yeah, like Matt Canada, maybe you should have been more adjustable. Maybe you should have
that's a fair criticism, yes.
Because we were talking about that at the end of 2021.
Absolutely.
But knowing that Ben retired, okay, Tomlin's going to stick with Canada, so let's see what he can do with the new personnel. And I think once that bye hit, we saw some really good glimpses. And I just checked today. Big Ben himself was impressed with Matt Canada.
There it is.
I'm not joking.
So
he basically,
so no one sabotage 7?
Oh, it was. Trust me, we are not getting away from that. That was always there. Let's not let the good vibes and like, okay, offense is a little better under Canada, and I think we got a future here with him and Kenny. Let's not let that override or overshadow what did take place in 2021 and the Steel City travesty. Let's never forget that.
Steel City travesty.
But Big Ben himself.
Name.
Big Ben himself. You know how I said it? You know, Canada, he's my sworn enemy and everything because of what happened in that 2021 season with him and Big Ben. If I can turn it around and say, like, hey, I think Canada's doing good things.
Yeah.
Maybe we can stick with him. And even Ben, the guy that was sabotaged, can say, I think Canada did some good things. I think everyone else can.
If 7 can and Deke can, then anyone can. Respect. I like it.
But I think that all plays into his point.
No, it do. It does. It definitely does. I like it. All right, so this is what we'll do. Because I just saw it's about to be 4:40ish. Let's tap in on that first topic.
Sure.
Then from there, we'll see how much time we have in between before we tap in with TG. And then from there, we'll slide back to these supers. Alrighty. But what we wanted to do, man, since the season did just end and it's still fresh in all of our minds and stuff like that, we wanted to talk about, 3 things we like and 3 things that we don't like about the way that this season played out, man, whether it's individual players and their development, whether it was, just how the team as a whole responded, things that you cannot like. Hey, man, Matt Canada's on the staff. Or I don't like the fact that they didn't start Mark Robinson the whole year. Like, whatever it is, like, we're going to talk about that, all right? So, as we always do, we like to start with the positivity, the likes. So drop in the chat, man, 3 things that you liked about this Steelers team, man, from this season.
Real quick, Philip Hopkins says, sabotage is real. Putting a 3rd-rounder left guard to play center is part of many things last season. He's right. There were many factors, probably 4, 5, 6 different things that took place to try to get 7 out of 10.
Did Matt Canada draft Kendrick Green?
No, but he was like a part of it.
No.
Matt Canada did.
Did
Matt Canada being the coordinator.
No.
Was part of it.
No. I can speak on those type of conversations. Those the ones where they hit you with some things out of your control. That a DC would tell you that, or OC would tell you that when you talk about who has to play, who doesn't have to play. Don't get that twisted. He ain't draft Kendrick Green. But Kendrick Green was going to be out there.
The front office was part of it, too.
Okay. All right. Well, you have to store that part out there.
The front office, everyone was a part of it, dude.
Because you don't act like when they put in J.C. Hasselbeck, it was just fine.
I know.
But that's not as glamorous because what?
I remember.
The
O-line was a little bit better in
we talked about it.
Whenever it was Hassenauer and LeBlue late in the season.
But it's certain things, when we talk them politics, man, there's certain things you just...
Trust me, this is why the sabotage. It was all these forces.
But y'all be throwing
that
to
to take out 7. Meanwhile, the man led us to the playoffs.
Look, y'all could throw the sabotage on, but you can't put that Kendrick Green a part of that sabotage on to Canada. That's all I'm saying.
That's not on Canada. No, that's the front office.
He was lumping it in. Don't be lumping that in.
That's on Colbert and
Don't
Tomlin.
lump it in. That's all. Don't lump that in. You got to separate the two.
But Canada being the OC was part of the sabotage. That's also a front office Tomlin decision to bring in Canada. It was just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Okay, likes, dislikes.
Yes.
You going first?
No, I want you to go first, man.
Let me see what I wrote down.
Man, what you like? I like when I hear what you like.
There was a lot of things I could have included on the likes list. I was having trouble coming up with my third dislike, to be honest with you.
Low key, I kind of felt the same way, man. So let's see.
So I lumped I kind of lumped some stuff together so I could give proper shout outs to units or players that deserve to get shout outs because I don't want to leave anyone out here. First one, though, Kenny Pickett.
There it is.
Looks like he's the franchise.
There it is.
I think the move to switch to Pickett was I wanted him from the start. I wanted him from week one, but that didn't happen. I'm happy Tomlin did it in the way that he did. Just kind of ripped the Band-Aid off. Let's get this dude in. Yeah. And he came in, gave that spark that we were looking for at the time. We ended up going up 20-10 against the Jets. Yeah. Fortunately, defense let us down a little bit, let Zach Wilson cook us up, and the Jets running game cook us up.
Yeah, we stopped scoring.
Couldn't come out of there with the win.
Yeah.
But no, I think Pickett from the start looked solid, looked like he belonged, even though there were some growing pains with interceptions, making right decisions. You could tell something was there. And then once that bye hit, only one interception in the second half. It's his team. Yeah. There's nothing from how this season played out that has me thinking otherwise. It's his team. He's the future. And I think with the talent he displayed, the moxie, the leadership, the game winning drive, it just feels like he has it. You know how we will say this quarterback has the it factor. Yeah. This dude's got the X factor. I feel like Pickett's got it, and excited about that. So that was one of the things I'd like to see in this season.
I like it. Well, the first thing that I had, man, was just this team's resiliency. When you talk about the different adversity that they had throughout the season, whether it was the beginning of the season, right? You're switching from Ben Roethlisberger. No more Kevin Colbert here. How would they adjust to that? We saw even when they were going back and forth doing the quarterback situation, when it started out with Mitch and how that played out. Then it was Kenny. Then when it even went back to Mitch. And then when it came back to Kenny, and how everything was still just being able to overcome whatever the adversity was, not allowing anyone's ego to come before the team. It was really good to see that. I also thought that when you talk about the resiliency, man, just from a record standpoint, to literally flip the scenario, to go from a 2-6 situation to finish the way that they did down the stretch was extremely impressive, because it's so easy to check out at this level. When it gets rough and then you start losing, you know how many people are telling you that you suck? That's social media, right? You know how many people are telling you that you're bad? You turn on TV, it's every day. So it's easy, very easy to check out, very easy to quit, very easy to fall into we call it the season blues, right? Where it's just like, yep, everybody just, dumping on us. We suck. It's over, man. Why we even going to show up to work and compete? But they didn't do that. In fact, they blocked out all of those noise, all of those distraction, all of the naysayers, even at the game at times, right? When they would look up and it wouldn't be packed out, they still were going to show up. And then when it got to the point where now they were actually playing for something and actually having big games late in the season, December football, January football, to see that once they finally earned those moments, because you got to earn them. They're not big games unless you make them a big game. So for them to actually earn the right to be back in those big moments and to produce the way that they did in those spotlight moments, I thought was extremely impressive. But it was just a true sign to their resiliency. I thought it started up at the top when you talk about the coaching staff, when you talk about management, when you talk about, it infiltrating down to the roster, and just seeing how those guys were able to just respond to each other as well. Because like we said, the same way we criticize these coaches, these players feel that too. And when these players are criticized, that's a reflection of the coaches as well. So they both feel like they got to be in this thing side by side, and it's us against the world. So to see them all be able to band like that, even when people would try to create a narrative that these people don't like this person or this person doesn't like these people, it's like, nah, they blocked all that out and showed what it truly was. And that was that they all locked in this thing 100%. So, that was the thing that I really liked about them.
My number 2, just have the offensive development as a whole. Mm-hmm. And everyone was a part of it. I already mentioned Pickett. Yeah. He's the quarterback, so I figured he deserved his own spot on the list. Facts. Rookie quarterback, too, albeit. All right, so from the top, you had Canada. We've already talked about him enough. I do feel like he just got better as the season went on.
And it's not a Canada love fest, but I feel like we've been giving him a little bit too much pride.
Yeah, I don't need to go crazy over that one. But Naji Harris clearly was looking banged up the first half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't look right. And after the bye, especially in that Falcons game, looked like the healthiest version of himself I've ever seen. And then continued to play that way rest of the season. Ended up with, I think it was the third most rushing yards by a running back in those last 9 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It was heading into Week 18, but he had a decent Week 18 game, so he probably finished in around the top 5. Jaylen Warren emerging as a nice running back too.
Yep.
Nice compliment to Najee. Receivers, Pickens was awesome. Deontay, even though he didn't have the touchdown, even though he had some drops, still a damn good receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Still stepped up in some big moments for us. And then the offensive line, going from borderline a shit show in the first half of the season, reminiscent of 2021 in the preseason, where you're just like, man, we picked up these guys in free agency. We picked up James Daniels and Mason Cole. We paid Chooks all this money. I know Dan Moore, Kevin Dotson.
Yeah.
They're a little young still. We didn't spend a ton of draft capital on them. But this line should still be better than what it was in 2021.
Yeah.
And it wasn't looking that way completely in those first however many games. Najee was still running into brick walls at times. Quarterbacks dropping back, whether it was Mitch or Kenny, sometimes they would have 2 seconds to throw. Then all of a sudden, bye week came around, and I feel like they developed into not like a top 10 unit, but a top 15 unit.
Yeah.
Top
It was
15, maybe top
definitely
20.
good, yeah.
And that's all we needed. That's all I was asking for
Yeah.
from 2021 going into 2022. Can you just improve a little bit? You don't have to be all world or anything, but I feel like if you can get into that average range, it would make a big difference.
Yeah.
So everyone, across the board, O-line, receiver, even Steven Stem stepped up after the Claypool
Absolutely.
trade.
Carved this whole
You
roll
could,
out,
I mean,
bro.
you could throw the Claypool trade in as a like in and of its own.
Shout out
It's
to the
amazing.
front office.
It's absolutely
Shout out to
incredible.
the front office.
But yeah, just offensive improvement all around.
Respect. So for me, man, I kind of follow suit. I just put young talent. When you talk Kenny, when you talk Najee, when you talk Pat Frymouth, when you talk George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, when you start talking about Connor Hayward, when you look on, the defense side of the ball, when you're talking about guys like Mark Robinson, man, he's exciting to follow, man. I think that, Alex Highsmith, another one of those guys in terms of just young players, and even to an extent, Minka and TJ, they're still on the younger side of their careers right now as well, really tapping into the prime of it. To me, man, I just think that we have a lot of young pieces that we are ready to grow with and that are already ready to take those next steps. Some of these guys are already superstars. When you talk TJ, when you talk Minka, some of these guys are already Pro Bowlers. When you talk Deontay Johnson and obviously Alex Highsmith, I do feel we know he's going to get his little opportunity, man, unless TJ really tries to play in this game this year. He obviously ain't no game, but we'll see. We'll see. TJ, he was looking a little healthy out there this past couple games.
You see his little brace on his arms going now.
That kick was a little higher this time. He was a little more ramped up. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, somehow he got healthier as the season went on. I didn't think the pec injury and then the ribs was one of those things where
he definitely
you could heal it as you're playing.
He definitely he was healthier. I don't know how, but he definitely looked healthier, bro. So
same thing with Najee. Again, I don't know. I don't know how he just all of a sudden Falcons game, boom.
They eat their
looks
vegetables.
Fresh as hell.
They ate their vegetables.
Because that was coming off for Najee. That was coming off of him getting hurt in the Colts.
I mean, the Colts game. Yeah, excuse me.
And then having to sit out the rest of the Colts game, being limited in practice or not practicing.
That's what we were talking about. The whole should it be Snell? Should it be Warren? Yeah, man.
And then he had his best game.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So the young talent, though, to me, man, across the board, and DeMarvin Leal. Excuse me, I forgot to mention him on the defense side of the ball. I just think that with this, the young core that we have and these guys being under contract as well, I just think that it's a good situation for us going forward. And I think that we're going to be able to really build and make a run with this particular unit that we have right now.
Okay. For 3, I just have TJ Watt coming back.
Hey, now. Can't go wrong with that.
Let me see if I could pull up these stats real quick. Did you see the stats of what our defense was like with and without him? Hold on. Let me pull these up. I think I got them.
I know all the numbers are better with him.
It's insane.
It's
like a significant amount.
Definitely a boost.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
I got it. Steelers defense with TJ in 10 games. Well, the record with TJ was 8-2.
Yeah, and without
8-2, 1-6.
Yeah, because we only had 1-6-1 because we had a tie in there.
No, we didn't have a tie.
I thought he had a tie when TJ missed the game.
I'm talking about just this season.
Oh, Oh,
Just
got
this
you.
season. 'Cause
Okay.
we had him for the Bengals
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
and then add the Bengals game
Yeah.
to the 7-2
Gotcha.
after the bye, and then
you're
1
talking
and
just
6.
this season. Just this season.
1
yeah.
and 6 without him.
Yeah.
Okay, the points per game, the defense let up
Mhm.
16.9
Yep.
with him. Without him, 25.3. So basically like 8 or 9 points a game.
Yeah, touchdown. Yeah.
289 yards per game
Mm-hmm.
with TJ.
Mm-hmm.
Without him, 389.
Yeah.
100 yards. 32 total sacks with TJ.
Mm-hmm.
Without him. Do you remember the first half? We couldn't get pressure on the quarterback.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It was 8 total
Yeah.
sacks without TJ.
Because remember, going into the Saints game, I think it was, we were talking about how, like, now we both got, like, talented players out here in terms of they got a Cameron Jordan, we had a TJ, but it was like all of the numbers were, like, bad because that first half of the season, there was no TJ. Yeah.
16 total interceptions with TJ. Without him, 4.
That about right. Pressure. Yeah. Yeah. That definitely right.
So a lot of times stats don't tell the whole story or stats don't lie.
Mhm.
I think they're
Mhm.
speaking facts right there.
Yeah, but they're also speaking a big part of the story, though, right?
Yeah.
Because we see the story with the actual watching TJ and his impact.
I think what also played into it too was the
Mhm.
offense getting better.
Yeah.
But then naturally, TJ Watt, the depoy being out there, is
Yeah.
going to help the defense. But I also think
Absolutely.
the defense played better and the
Yeah.
defense got healthier because
Yeah.
even outside of TJ, we were dealing with some injuries on the defense in the first
Mhm.
half of the season too.
Absolutely.
So combine that with Minka playing at an all-world level and TJ Watt, Highsmith, they're both cooking. They're able to get some pressure on the quarterback a little bit better. That helps the cornerback so they don't have to cover as long.
Mm-hmm.
Just a big osmosis effect. I think the defense as a whole played better. Like Cam Hayward, obviously, too. Like he was looking more like himself in the second half of the season, particularly these last 3 or 4 games. He was looking like all-pro Cam.
I would agree.
But yeah, simple answer is TJ Watt getting healthy, but also the
Yeah.
defense improved kind of just like the offense.
Nah, I like it. I like it. Yeah, the last like that I had, man, was we got a cheap QB, baby. This is the model. Get you a good quarterback on a rookie salary, so now you can keep all the pieces around, build it up, and make your run for that ring. I feel like that's the model that we have right now. It is perfectly in place. We can spend a little bit in free agency if we want to. We're going to obviously need to extend some guys, Alex Highsmith being one of them. But because Kenny is on this rookie deal, this is a great situation, man. So for me, it's simply that, man. Having a good quarterback on a cheap contract, that's the new wave in the NFL, man. If you don't have the Aaron Rodgers or the Patrick Mahomes, the Josh Allen, if you don't have that guy on that $100 million deal, you want a dope quarterback on a rookie deal so you can build up everything else around him. And right now we have that scenario, man. So like I said, I'm just excited about that, man, because it really opens up a lot of doors for us.
Great point. We have a definitive 2 years
Yeah,
with him
like,
on this
seriously.
rookie deal. Because after the 3rd year on his contract, that's when he can start looking for the
Yeah.
extension and whatnot. So Burrow and Herbert, they're going to
Mhm.
be up. Chargers, well, we'll see. They're in the playoffs. I was going to say they kind of missed their window with
Yeah.
Herbert there. Didn't really take full advantage. But who knows what happens in the playoffs
Yeah.
because if they go on a deep run.
Because that's
then
what, I
sure.
mean, that's essentially what happened with Burrow. Because going into the playoffs last year, they weren't viewed as like anything crazy. It was just like, yo, they got hot. And then it was like, whoa, all right. Now we look at Joe on a different level.
Yep. Dislikes?
Yeah, man. All right. Oh, man, it's 53. All right. I'll make sure I won't belabor on my dislikes too long.
I'll
But
try
the
not
first
to as
thing,
well.
the first thing that I don't like is the fact that we're not in the playoffs, man. Because I felt like this was a team that was hot at the right time, clicking at the right time. And when you talk about that Cincinnati Bengals team that I just mentioned, they were in a very similar situation to us last year, where they didn't have this great record. They literally finished one game ahead of us.
Half a game.
Half a game ahead of us. But it was literally, they just got hot at the right time. Now, granted, they had pieces at that time, but you talk about our offense. We had pieces as well. So it was just like, I wish we could have saw what that would look like in the postseason. Granted, we know it was going to be a matchup against Buffalo, but let's see what it looked like. And that's the part where it's just like, dang, it just sucks that we won't get to see what this team would have looked like. Like, because we never saw them lose at the end of the year. It's like, man, we saw 4 games in a row, different storylines in them, but still winning. And that's the thing where it's like, man, I want to see what would that ending look like. But unfortunately, like I said, we'll never know, man.
The most recent loss, we didn't have our starting quarterback. He
Like-
went out with a concussion and Mitch threw 3 picks. So we didn't even
It's
get
3
to see
picks.
that unfold the way that we have over these last 3 or 4 games with
Absolutely.
Pickett as the starter. That's the
Like
unfortunate
everything
thing.
as like how we were prepping for it.
Right,
Yeah.
how we wanted
Absolutely.
to construct it.
Yep.
That's a great one, actually. I can't believe I don't have that. Damn, this is a little repetitive. I have TJ Watt being injured. That's stupid.
Fair.
That's a really stupid one.
But
Because
when
I
he was
just
hurt, though, you saw the impact.
But I just literally gave the whole reason as to why I didn't like T.J. Watt.
So you like healthy
being injured.
TJ and you don't like hurt TJ. I get it.
But I already
get
made
it.
all that point, so
Yeah.
we could just skip me. You can go to your second one.
All right, I get it though. I get it. The second thing that I don't like is just the uncertainty that we have with our defensive backs right now. We obviously talked about Ahkello Witherspoon, the likelihood of him coming back or not. William Jackson III, we talked about that contract, the likelihood of him coming back or not. Cam Sutton, do we pay enough to retain his services or not? Terrell Edmonds, do we pay enough to retain his services or not? DeMonte Casey, what decision do we make with him? Just because of how talented this group was at times and how well they were playing, especially Deke, their 3 safety look, bro, started to really cook. Casey picked 3 safeties, bro. It got to the point where we were running 3 safeties, but not even in the traditional sense of like when we played Baltimore, we would run 3 safeties and take a corner off. We were running 3 safeties and putting Edmonds at linebacker next to Spillane, bro.
Yeah.
And we were cooking, Deke. It made us so much faster, so
Run
much
it
more
back.
athletic. I'm like, bro, keep the band together. Edmonds on first and second.
Casey's a Pittsburgh Steeler, too. I could just tell from his
Bro,
interviews.
like,
He's got that type of mentality. He's got that dog in him.
The way that they were utilizing all 3 of those guys to make sure they were getting snaps, base, and in nickel, I loved it. Base downs, you want to keep Edmonds out there because he's dope against the run. Perfect. Okay, but now when it's potential play action pass, second down, or, hey, obvious pass situation, third down, man, they were bumping Edmonds down there into that box. Next to Spillane, you put Sutton out there. Obviously, he was staying at the outside corner spot, but then Casey would come in, play high. Minka and Casey back there was so athletic, bro. I'm looking at this thing like, yo, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. But yeah, I don't like the uncertainty of not knowing if I'm going to get that back because I was really liking some of that stuff, man. And I really think that helped us a ton against the run because it made us bigger against the run. But then it also helped us defending the play action pass because now you're not getting a linebacker locked in on this tight end because of we got to play base here, you know? But then at the same time, when you were going to some of the when we even go to small ball, now instead of having Edmonds having to, you know, be in the middle of the field or play the post where he can do it, but that's not his strong suit. Now you're putting him in the box. You're putting Casey back there who actually can go get him one. Bro, the pick he had in this game, son, he reads the route and he's just like, F it, I'm going to get this thing, man. Like, beautiful play, beautiful
Bro,
play,
Reed.
beautiful play. But that's not a play that Edmonds would make. Like, Edmonds he's not that type of player. But to see Casey do that, that's like, yo, this is that dynamic. But I need all 3 of them together for it to be cooking like this. I just don't like the uncertainty right now. It makes me a little sad.
Hopefully we bring him back.
I hope so.
My second one is shooting ourselves in the foot. It kind of goes hand in hand with your first one. Like, I feel like this is a playoff team.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that we had to rely on the Jets and Joe Flacco to beat the Dolphins to get us in. But even though we had all those problems that I was kind of talking about in the first half of the season, injuries, T.J. Watt being out, how we had the quarterback controversy, is Matt Canada's offense good? Is he like there was all that drama happening first half of the season. We still should have been like 5-3 or 4-4 going into the bye, despite all of that, because we lost the Jets game, the Patriots game, and also the Dolphins game. Those were all self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah.
No matter what was going on the outside, literally, if you just make basic football plays, we win those games. So that was my second one in terms of dislikes.
I like it. And the final one that I had, man, in terms of my last dislike is we're still in the growing phase. And what I mean by that is this. I'm extremely excited about the young talent. I'm extremely excited about the way that we finished this season. 7-2 down the stretch, 4 games in a row, really clicking. But when I say we're still in the growing phase, I mean that we're still going to have, you know, issues. Like the progression that we're on right now is dope, but as we say, it's not always going to be linear. So the growth phase that we're in right now, we're going to see big jumps, big gains. But with those big gains, man, at times you're going to have some issues. You might have some pitfalls. You might have, this is a clash right here. We're trying to do this like as we're figuring it out. Kind of like what we talked about at the beginning of the last season. Every season you go through it. It's just once you're more and more in tune, more and more tapped in, it's super condensed. You know, instead of it taking till the bye week, it takes 4 games. Instead of it taking 4 games, it takes 2 games. So just because we're in that phase still, it's just like, man, I kind of already know we're going to have to deal with something early on until we get it to the point where, all right, everybody's back settled and everybody's back where we need to go. But it's a good problem to have. And that's the other part. Like, we are improving like crazy. And that's the part that I do love. But I'm just looking forward to that point where when we come in and it's like how we felt in 16, where it's like, yo, we know everybody here and they have already proven that they are those guys at those positions. We don't have to guess, can this guy do this again? We don't have to guess, hey, is he going to take a sophomore slump or not? Is he really all world or is he just a flash in the pan? I'm looking forward to when we get to that stage, but we can't skip to get to that stage. And that's the part for me now where I'm like, y'all put some dope stuff on tape this year. But now that expectation for all of this team has definitely increased going into next season when you're talking about them as a whole record-wise, but then also individuals in terms of their performances. And like I said, I just know how that goes, man, at this stage with this type of group right now. But it's a good problem to have. And that's the other thing.
Yeah, you're in the right spot.
Yeah.
My third one, Balls' performance this year.
Oh, yeah, you got to chill, bro. Why you doing that? Why you doing that? That's crazy.
It wasn't the Balls.
How you going to go to Boz? Don't do that.
That I'm used to seeing.
How you going to go to Boz?
What do you have, like,
what Boz done to you,
70%
man?
field goal
Come on, man. What Boz done to you today, man?
He's like a
How
bottom
you,
five
how you just
kicker
going to
based
wake up
off
and
kicking
choose
percentage.
violence on Boz?
It's tough.
Boz is so wholesome. How could you not like Boz? His name is Boz, for crying out loud, man. Come on, man.
Well, I put an addendum. I put another thing for my third one just because I don't want to put Balls on blast too much.
Thank you.
I don't want to give him too much of a hot
Thank
seat
you.
here. I've given up the big play. All right, this goes back to shooting
fair.
ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, fair.
These happen in different games. This happened in the Bills game. This happened in the Eagles game, where Josh Allen, we backed him up 3rd and 18. What was it? Something like ridiculous. They were on their 2-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were injured in that game, though, too.
Yeah.
But we let up the big play. It looked like we had some really good momentum coming off the jump. But then, they scored like a 98, 99-yard touchdown, Josh Allen to Gabriel Davis. And then the Eagles game, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Damn. Like, I remember coming in the next day, we were even talking. I'm like, I'm liking things I'm seeing from this team right now.
Yep.
We're moving the ball at a better clip than we have the first 7 games. It's just, man, we're doing too many little things that are killing us. And for Pickett, there was the one fumble at the end of the game. But then on defense, we were containing Jalen Hurts. We were doing a good job of stopping the run. It was just
the big
you
plays.
couldn't stop those 3 plays to A.J. Brown.
No matter who was on.
It killed us. I thought we played the Eagles kind of
Yep.
decent. Like, no one's going to look back and look at the stats or
Yeah.
look at the box score afterwards or the final score and say, oh, yeah, Steelers actually had them right where they wanted them. Like, they were actually in the game. We kind of were, because if Pickett would have scored, I think it was a drive in the third quarter. If we would have scored, it would have been a 1-score game, but then he fumbled. But, yeah, giving up the big plays killed us in those games, because then they just ended up, in a way, being blowouts where we didn't have a chance.
No, facts. I like
But also, boss, we need better going into 2023.
You didn't have to finish it with the "and also, boss." you could just left it at where you left it at, bro. I was with you. I was like, we're good, man. Sheesh. All right, though, that was a vibe, man. All right,
TG waiting.
I think so. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll get ready to call him. I think we had some regular chats where they were dropping some of their likes and don't likes. If you could tap into a couple of those.
While we're trying to call TG. We got Juicebox 32. I don't know if this is likes or don't likes. He just has a pretty good-sized comment here, so I think it'll be a good read. It says, sign Edmonds and Casey, extend Highsmith early, cut Jackson unless he'll take a team-friendly deal, trade Mitch, re-sign Mason if he'll stay. He's not staying. And restructure Cam if necessary. That's not a bad off-season plan.
All right.
I can get behind that.
Okay. He said, yeah, Mason.
He's just not coming back. There's no way.
All right, let's get him on the hot line.
Okay, we got K Goated. Number 1, I guess this is dislikes. We still need a number 1 corner. 2, still need a dominant nose tackle or DT. 3, concern for the strong safety position.
Fair. I like it. Definitely fair. All right, let's see if he answering on this. That is actually a good one, though. Oh, we got the little button.
Hello?
Oh, there it is. Do you got me over there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Uh-oh.
I'm tuned in.
Okay.
I'm locked in.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Bills. Yeah.
That voice you're hearing right now, that is none other than the one and only Pittsburgh Steelers alum, West Virginia Mountaineer alum, almost heaven, but more importantly, it's my locker mate, Terence Garvin, a.k.a. TG. Man, what's the word, baby? How we living on your side?
I like the almost heaven part. That's one of my favorite parts. You know what I mean?
Well, Deke, that's his, that's his thing. He likes it.
Dude, I'm not in the mood today.
Really almost heaven.
Moats was coming in early and talking too much Bills stuff.
Hey,
I don't want to hear about West Virginia now.
TG, he said he don't want to talk West Virginia. He said my Bills. I was talking a little Bills, and he was like, it put him in a bad mood. But I said it's for DeMar. You know what I mean?
He's been overloaded today.
Yeah, but I told him, I was like, the Bills, they gonna win the Super Bowl for DeMar. So it's like, we might as well just root for the Bills. It's for DeMar. And he don't want to get on board with that. And I was like, if you don't root for the Bills, then you're not supporting DeMar.
Man, I feel like they already had their magic moment.
Nope. Don't you do that, TG. Nope, TG. Nope. TG. That is not how it works, TG. TG. That is not how it works, TG.
Right, TG's right.
Nope.
It's separate. It can be separate things.
No, they can't. If you're not rooting, if you don't root for the Buffalo Bills to win the Super Bowl this year, you are not supporting DeMar Hamlin. It's that simple.
I'll be real.
Is that simple?
Really wondering if the Dolphins weren't missing every piece of the puzzle.
But we ain't tripping on that.
High might be dangerous.
Trust me, we ain't tripping on that. We wanted to out there.
The Steelers will be dangerous.
We wanted to see all that. Just know,
man, they're missing every the puzzle right now.
Hey, we wanted to see all that. Just know, we wanted to see every single one of them. Absolutely, yeah. But
y'all wanted.
But either way though, this is for DeMar. Just remember that it's for DeMar. All right, so just ride the wave, bro. Just ride the wave. You could get down with that, man. You know what it's like, man. Just gotta ride the wave, bro. It's for DeMar. Yeah. So we need to talk, man.
I mean, I get it, but I think that's similar. Like we keep saying to the
dude, we lost
momentum's high. I just think that emotion gets down. You know. You know, I think I
don't agree with you. I don't know. In fact, I think this emotional high is gonna roll all the way until the Super Bowl is over, and then it'll be a great time after that, man, for DeMar. I think that's gonna be the scenario, and I think that's something we could all get behind, man. Absolutely. I think both of y'all should get Buffalo Bills like merchandise, and if y'all need it, I can get y'all it. All right, what XL for you? What size you, TG? What you XL?
I'm a XL. I might be a 2X in the time right now. You know.
I know the feeling, bro. I'm usually rocking large gear.
For right now, I might be a 2X for right now.
Yeah, you know.
You silly bro.
My New Year's resolutions haven't kicked all the way.
Yo, what is wrong with you, man? All right. So, obviously, man, Steelers seasons, regular season is done and everything like that. But what were your thoughts on that final game against the Browns? I know you had thought it could potentially be a trap game.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, you thought it was going to go a little different way. Yeah. So just and while you're elaborating on the performance, well, in fact, just talk about the performance first. I didn't even ask about the specific players just yet. So yeah,
I thought it was a true finish the season performance. That's what I got out of it. I thought they truly finished the season. We got to see Connor score.
Okay.
Just real good moment, good morale going into the offseason. I feel like that's what I think the morale is sky high right now. Steeler Nation is sky high. Like, I can't wait for next year. We're here. Road to, you know how it goes.
Yeah. Carry that momentum into the offseason. You know that.
The nation feels good. They leaving with a comeback, a K8 comeback. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We got two K8 great moments. Naji got a Naji-ish performance.
What'd you call that?
I'm talking about last week, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
2 weeks ago.
Okay. Now you remember when you signed that apology form for Kenny? You said that you only wanted to sign just one.
I only had one. There was only one paper came through.
Well, that was in 2022. So I just wanted to extend it to you in 2023. Now that we got a full 17 game sample size, and Naji did cross that 1,000-yard mark threshold as well.
He did.
I was trying to see, how you feeling,
Okay. I mean, so Let me give you that. I feel like his stock is sky high right now.
Oh, here you go. All right.
I think I see his value. I will be honest. He gave me, and not that I didn't see it before, but I got to see with that big back. Like I got to see the heaviness of Naji.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if he was playing. Just he was a different guy. He was a different man that night. You know, that was a different person. Like he was talking trash, like you said. He was running through that jump cut when he jumped through.
And he gave us another jump through against Cleveland too. You seen it? He had another one of them.
I'll be real. I liked how he ran these last few weeks. Like I really enjoyed how he ran these last few weeks. I thought he ran hard. He was heavy.
Slam Myles Garrett to the ground.
He did.
It wasn't pretty. It wasn't clean shot at him.
He did, bro. He definitely did. He like mushed him. Something serious. Yeah.
He did. He had a tough physical. And I think he's a November, December guy. I got to see that. Like he's heavy. You know, he's heavy. He's built for this cold. It almost felt like a Big Ten team. You know, it felt like a Big Ten. We're gonna pound you, and it's cold out now. We're super gonna pound you. You know, I'd like to see them get another mauler in there, another lineman, somebody that can move some people a little bit more. You know, I know they're locked in with James Daniel for a little bit.
Yeah, him and Mason Cole too for a while. Yeah.
That's locked in a little bit.
The whole right side is locked in. When you talk Chooks, James, and Mason, left side, that's where it's pretty much open. I mean,
I think they're
just on rookie deals.
Yeah, rookie deals, not open, but more flexible.
Because they drafted the boy last year and they moved him to left guard.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Kendrick Green. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, it ain't look too good for that man right now.
And Daniel was at left guard. Yeah. So, I think they still kind of bring in competition. I think that whole unit grows up over the summer. They're looking for, you know. I think if the plan is to keep doing this, what I think these last couple of weeks is what you're trying to see. That's who the Steelers are going to be. They want to run the ball 20, 30 times, like we said, and then they want to let K play action and finish the games.
Yeah,
that's the strategy. I think you'll see way more Pickens next year. Yeah, I think the stardom comes out next year.
All right, so then question then. You're talking about next year and maintaining this style of play, this style of offense. Mm-hmm. Does that mean that you are retaining Matt Canada and his services?
I think it's just to come out. I told you if that man in Tampa come out, he comes. So
if Leftwich is available, that's what you're saying?
Yeah, he's gonna be a Steeler.
Whoa. Okay. Any inside sources on that? Okay. Just the feel.
I'm not doing that. That's my call. that's why.
Okay.
I'm giving you something.
Okay. So you feel like if Leftwich becomes available, he would be the guy.
For sure.
So they're waiting because Bucks still have a playoff.
Yeah, they still in the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think you got to do nothing right this second.
Nah, you got time. Well, the thing that I would ask is this then. So if he's not available,
I think you stay with what you got. It just depends what comes available.
I mean, because let's see who's available right now. You got Frank Wright who's available. Kingsbury is available right now.
Huh? I think you ask Cliff what he's doing. I think you. Hey,
you want to talk to Cliff?
Yeah, I think you got to ask him what he's doing.
But why though? But why? Because of what he did at college?
I just think he's a guy, like, he knows how to score points. Yeah, he didn't have super success, but he scored points. Like, you look at the history of him, he does score points. That's how he even got here.
No. I'm saying at the NFL level, though. We talk because he had a Kyler, too. He had a Kyler.
He did have a Kyler.
Kenny doesn't play the game like how Kyler plays it, though.
But I think it's the same flavor of a style. It's a moving quarterback. It's an athletic, essentially, quarterback. I think Kenny falls into that quarterback style of, like, in the beginning of the year, I called him a Tannehill. And right. I'm not, and he's not still that, but I just think that's his flavor. That's his style. Yeah. Like, he can move, but he can make something happen. He can make the throws. I won't forget that cover 2 shot that he let rip. Like, like, that was a big boy throw to me. Like, that's the
throw you got to make. That's the throw you got to make. Yeah.
That's when it got Drew up on my scene. I was like, oh, okay, he got that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's better than a Tannehill for sure, but I still think he's in that flavor where I think you still can do stuff with him. You know? I think he gives you an element of the game where you can still, like, because they didn't do no, like, zone read, QB, you know, things like that. I think you can still get that out of his game. RPO style, like, they love the RPO, but you can get more movement out of it, if that makes sense.
I guess the case for Kingsbury would be he would be specifically an offensive coordinator as opposed to head coach.
Well, how much? I mean, do you view Kingsbury as a guy that is only a head coach at this level, or do you feel like he didn't improve enough?
He definitely he didn't.
He's definitely going back to offensive coordinator.
Okay, because that's what I'm like. That's a coordinator to me, man. Oh, okay.
I didn't say that at all.
No. We're on the same page. We're all on the same page.
I feel like the bad taste in our mouths with Kingsbury, though, is due to some of his failings as a head coach in both the college level and also the NFL. But if he's strictly just calling the offense, maybe you can give him some more benefit of the doubt.
That's all anybody would come in here and do. Like, nobody would get nothing higher than that. It's nothing available over here.
Yeah.
What's the record? The record got extended. Like, it's nothing available over here.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
You heard what he said. Hey, yo, the record got extended. Ain't nothing available, bro. You better go over there. You better go over there looking for a handout. Ain't nothing over this way, bro. Yeah.
Even I can see Flores getting up out of there. I don't think he'll be there next year.
Well, yeah, you saw Cleveland. They were interviewing him for the DC spot.
He's for sure going to get back in that DC role, for sure.
Do you feel like he has to go this route, though, versus just being able to go back to being a head coach? Like, because he was never a bad head coach. That was the thing. It wasn't like he got, like, fired for being bad.
I think it's tough. You know, certain situations, it's tough, you know?
Certain
situations.
Yeah, I got you.
Yep.
Say no more. Yep.
Getting back to a DC and bouncing back. I can see it. D'Amico Ryan is a kid.
He's another one. Yeah, D'Amico. But D'Amico, I don't see him leaving San Fran to just go be coordinator somewhere else. To me, he gonna be a head coach somewhere. I think he might go to Texas, Houston.
I don't think that's a hot job.
I don't either, but I feel like that's gonna be the one that he end up with.
I don't see.
That's where he played.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's where he played.
Yeah, that's where he played it. Mm-hmm. And they just got rid of Levy.
That's a scary job, man.
I don't like it for him. Trust me, I don't like it for him. I don't like nothing about that job for him. But when we talk context, I'm Carolina, but I feel like all them Carolina, Dallas, Denver, they're gonna be trying, or not Dallas just yet. They still got their guy. Dallas, but I feel like they're gonna all be going after Sean Payton.
Say that out loud.
You said they ain't allowed. Don't. They will roll with McCarthy for a little bit, man.
I called it last year. Let's run Sean Payton to Dallas. I called it last year when he left and went to TV. I was like, he's just waiting to get to Dallas. If Dallas goes out first round, I think he'll be in Dallas.
I could see it. If it's a bad collapse,
yeah.
It was a pro. Jerry Jones said a long time ago. He was like,
bro, how many games they won? 12 games?
I get it. But that's Cowboy Nation, you know. That's like the standard's the standard. That's just like Steeler Nation. That's a nation. Those are different. Like,
bro, McCarthy won 12 games last year, didn't he?
Man, then they lost the 49ers, yeah.
Coach Tomlin hasn't lost in years a losing season, and people be trying to call for his head. You know those.
This is true, but I'm just like, McCarthy, it ain't terrible.
It's not terrible, but this is where you find out who McCarthy is the playoffs. That's like
very true. Yeah,
that's his rap sheet. Like, can you finish this? Just like Andy Reid. Andy Reid will score 100 points on you in the season. What you doing in the playoffs?
Yes, I got a question for both of you with this whole Matt Canada thing then. The Steeler way is to let the coach's contract play out, right?
We don't fire our coaches.
It has been confirmed by Brooke Pryor
that... There's been one coach fired.
What?
I thought there's been one coach fired, right?
Really?
Yeah. It was just one dude.
Typically, that's not how we do business.
Yeah, typically.
Who was it? Was it recently?
It was 2010. I'll never forget it. It was 2010 special teams coach. The only reason I remember because we were playing the Steelers that week, and that was like the big deal. It was like, yo, this dude, apparently he was like, I don't know what they were saying. It's something like drinking or something. I don't know. But that's like what it put in like the report or whatever. Because like I said, that's in Buffalo had got. That's the only reason I know.
It has been confirmed that Matt Canada is under contract for 2023.
Oh, he backed in. He backed.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think that affects things?
Did LeBeau play out his contract?
I thought he did.
I thought they asked LeBeau to leave. And then
he wasn't fired, though. He was never fired, though.
I thought they asked LeBeau to leave, and they told Coach Butts to kind of come on in there.
I thought it was essentially like because they don't fire, they let the contract play out. Instead of them saying, hey, we're bringing you back to keep you on board, they just let that contract just end, and then they was like, we're going with Butts and bumping him up. That's how kind of I interpreted it.
I don't know. I could,
because that was like why we felt like he was getting pushed out, because it was like, man, instead of you extending him, you're just gonna let it die out versus like putting more years on the deal.
If it's not a home run hire, I don't see them just making a move. You see it? Like, I don't see them just making a move. If it's not like a home run hire. If it was some type of home run.
But do you consider Kingsbury a home run hire at offensive coordinator?
I think Brian Leftwich are home run hires.
Okay. See, like Leftwich, I agree with, because I'm like, I've seen it. I think it's proven. Kingsbury, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Just think
I've never felt it like that. I get the excitement. I get him and Kyler Murray and the excitement, but like, I don't know. That it never was enough for me, man.
I don't know. I just think he scores points. Like, he even got that job because he scores. He's one of these dudes that scores points. You know, he scored points. Like, they just never were healthy to me. Like, they never could bring that whole package together.
Yeah.
Through the whole, like, and I'm not excuses for them, but they never like came together the whole time. You know, like, it always was something going on. Somebody's hurt. Somebody's suspended. We don't have this here yet.
Yeah.
Like, it's just always was something. He never got to try to really put that whole thing in. You got to adjust to that. But it's different when you lose your guys. You see McVay up there. McVay scores with the best of them. He lost a couple pieces, and it's like, man, I think I'm going to sit down for a few seconds.
Yo said I needed some time. he going to spend his 30 days, but he need to go just get his mind right. It'd be like that sometimes, bro.
But that's what you see it. You
see it, bro. I say, yo, McVay, you too young to be feeling like this now, bro. You ain't been in here long enough just yet, man. You can't be going like that.
Cooper Kupp went down. He got stressed out. Like,
bro started smoking them cigarettes. Was like, bro, I don't know if this the job for me no more, man. God dang.
The hair is a little bit crazier. It's the hair that tells you how they feel. The hair lets you know.
He said, bro.
The hair is crazy. Man, you see Coach Tomlin through the beginning of the year?
Hey, son, stop playing with that, man, bro. You a fool, bro. Be like, yo, F it. Just put the hat on, Kobe. Put the hat on.
Put the hat on.
Just put the hat on. Not the visor either. Just come it up, bro.
Yeah. First he was changing his look. Like, really look at it.
No, he was though, bro. He was.
He started putting the vest thing on with the hat.
Son, you stop it, bro. Stop. Yo, leave that man alone, man. Yeah.
I love Coach.
Let him just be, man. Let him be.
I think what helps TG's point a little bit about the Kingsbury thing and like a spread offense, I feel like from my vantage point, that's what Kenny was running a lot his senior year with Mark Whipple. Like, he was just sitting back in the shotgun. We'd have like 3 or 4 receivers and doing some of those maybe play actions and whatnot and just letting Pickett rip it.
Yeah.
I mean, the big thing about Matt Kenner's offense was it wasn't like exotic, really.
It's physical. It's simple.
Yeah.
It lets you.
Simple.
Was it small menu, big understanding?
This goes back to the Naji talk. It's like, what are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to be a ground and pound November?
Yeah.
Are you trying to come out here college style USC, spread this thing out?
Question.
Score a point.
So TG, talk to me then. We saw James Conner come from our physical style of offense and play out there and obviously go to the Pro Bowl just scoring touchdowns. Is Naji capable of doing that same style of thing that James Conner was doing out there? Now, granted, they had to chase Edmonds as well, and we got the Jalen Warren, so technically we would have a little bit of that. But do you think Naji could do that same type of role? Because he's very much a downhill guy, and Kingsbury, like you said, that Kingsbury is definitely more Jalen Warren than Naji.
100%.
Yeah,
I'd be interested. That's philosophy. That's what I mean. Like, how would? Because to me, I stand on. I think Naji's a back in the dot.
Yeah, he's downhill, like belly step, dive step. Yeah, like we running a stretch, power.
He was getting a handoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't not in the gun. I want dot. Yeah.
No,
pistol.
Dot.
Pistol or the dot. Like that's it. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You remember I'll give you a flag. You remember the little giant?
Spike.
Say, what you running? He was like the eye. Power eye.
I'm downhill.
I'm downhill.
Straight up. Like,
to me, that's him. And I think James Conner did very well in Arizona. At the same time, I think he scores a lot. He gets a lot of screens.
Yeah.
He gets a lot of, draws.
Mm-hmm.
He would get a lot of that. And he's physical. I think they're a different style of runner. It sounds crazy, but
They are though, low key though. I feel like they are. They are.
I think James Conner is a power runner. He's trying to run you over.
Yeah, he trying same foot, same shoulder. Like he want all that. Yeah.
He's not looking for nothing but what Vince gonna do. What James.
Yeah. He ain't gonna make you miss. He running through you. Absolutely.
I didn't feel like that's who Naji was. Like I still stand on. He's not I don't feel like Naji runs people over. I think he's heavy.
I think Naji in his mind thinks he's a little back. That is like, I'm nimble, I can juke you, I can jump over you, and it's like, bro, you a big back, like run big, yeah.
You remember when everybody was getting on him about dancing on that one run?
Absolutely.
And I think after that, he kind of was like, all right, I'm just show my physicality.
Yeah. But I think he looks at himself as one of those like freaky athletes that can dance around you, and it's like at this level. He's not that at this level. I think Akaji could be that, but at this level, dudes are too athletic, man. Yeah.
And I don't think he gets it in space in that type of situation a lot.
Yeah.
Like he don't find himself in the one-on-one in space. Like he's getting thumped by a linebacker, thumped again by a safety, like, or he's getting a swing one-on-one with the corner. He jumps over it, steps out of it, Yeah. But he don't get those. I don't know how to put it. Like he don't get those situations where
he can make a guy miss. You got the one-on-one open field tackle. The look that we would always talk about, the Friday drill. Yeah.
Friday drill. Hey, it's just different. They're a different style. And now that you said it, I think Kingsbury would be a great OC over here. Like I think to me, this is an upgrade of everything he had.
I would say if you go that route, you're definitely going to shift the offense because you got to
really be thinking Jordan Addison.
Yeah, you're going to be moving Naji. You're drafting the receiver. You're going like that's the approach. But I think that shifts everything that you've been doing the second half of the season, because the second half of the season has been physical, run the ball, play action pass, let Kenny get on the move. Kenny on boots and play action pass. Kenny is money on. He's killing folk with that. And then it's like, all right, now I need you to have a drive where you drop back and you're literally like make them throws. And then he does those as well. Kingsbury offense isn't like that. Kingsbury ain't trying to slow it down like that. That's like we trying to choke you out. Kingsbury, he trying to beat you up and run it up, make it look nice on you.
He never had a lead like that.
Yeah.
We never seen him in those situations. And they were in Arizona. Like, I just think things matter. These things count.
Once again, though, Arizona, it's a nicer climate out there, too, for that type of offense, man. You know what Pittsburgh like in November and December.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the Naji's for. I get that.
But that don't fit the Kingsbury, though.
I feel you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Kingsbury, he don't want to do that.
I do feel you. I don't know. To me, I think I see.
See, I'm not as high on Kingsbury as you two are. I am not, bro.
I don't know if I'm high. It wasn't even a thought.
I like
in my
Leftwich. Like if you say Leftwich, I'm like Leftwich. I could get with that. Like I think that he like in turn because I don't want to move on from Canada for the sake of moving on. Like you said, it needs to be like a legitimate like this. Yeah, like not this guy Connor is all right because I don't want to hear about that. Like who's the guy? And Leftwich is definitely that. If Leftwich was the guy, I think that's. Yes, because it fits what we currently have. I think that he can get even more out of this group. And it just, like I said, it rolls with everything that we've been building up. Whereas I think Kingsbury is just such a different, like, mentality. You know what I mean? Like, we going back to throwing it 40 times.
I do agree with you. I think it's Leftwich or bust. After not saying that loud, I do think it's Leftwich or bust. Because then it's like, after what you did in the second half of this season, you have some momentum. And it's not so much about the OC. It's more about Kenny is starting to understand the offense a little bit.
And that comfort matters. Absolutely.
Because he did start. I just can't. That cover 2 shot, that throw was a big boy throw.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's knowing like, okay, I'm looking at this. If it happens, I'm throwing it. That's knowing your offense a little bit.
And you got to really trust it, too, to put, because you're not going to see it be open. You just got to know it's going to be open, bro. Yeah.
You got to throw it open.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I can see Leftwich. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't think Kingsbury's a miss, but I can
in the chat, we got another name coming up. Frank Wright. How do you feel about him?
He just interviewed for that coach job today, right?
No.
Is it a head coaching job? Panthers, maybe? Because he was just with the Colts.
Yeah, he interviewed for the Panthers job.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah. I don't think that's the home run. I think you got your guy in there for that. I don't think that's the home run.
Okay.
It has to be a home run. You know,
I feel like Leftwich, if it's gonna be a guy, Leftwich to me is that
Makes
guy.
sense.
Yeah,
Played here too.
Leftwich would definitely be that guy.
I think it's Leftwich or bust. Because I don't think
I
can see how Kingsbury's just a pretty girl who's not nothing different. You know what I mean? I can see that.
Everybody love pretty girls though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody love pretty girls, huh?
The new young, but it's like you're getting the same thing.
Yeah.
So I do see what you mean.
He said he wants some substance then, man. I'm over here. I'm looking for home cooked meals. Matt Canada giving you home cooked meals.
I feel that.
Okay. Now Matt Canada ain't gonna walk around with the super bleach blonde hair and or the nice braids or the super curly wavy hair. Like it ain't gotta be all like that. But Canada gonna have them consistent meals cooked. Okay. Them clothes is washed, okay. All right. And when it's time to rub a back, the back gets rubbed. Okay? That's what Matt Canada gives us. Kingsbury gonna be over there like, why I gotta get my nails done? Boy, you tripping. Hey, man, it was just Tuesday. You better leave me alone. I'll talk to you next week. You feel me? Like, Kingsbury gonna give you some attitude.
Potential step up on the weekend or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got time for that.
Too much inconsistency.
Yeah.
I did get that.
Yeah.
I seen something. I think Sean McVay interviewed for that.
All right, he about to go techie on us, bro. Trust me.
You think he'll go to the Texans?
No, not Texas. I said the techie world. Remember last year we were talking about him. What was it with? What was the company they were talking about him potentially jumping to?
Was it Amazon?
Amazon, wasn't it?
Was that to call games though, or be part of their production staff?
I thought it was like front office type or like business ownership stuff. Like up at the top with it, CEO type stuff.
Football relations, maybe.
So I was like, man,
football planning.
I had an insider nugget. I didn't get to get out there.
Go ahead.
My young boy signed with the Steelers today, man. He's a dog. I love him forever.
The reserve contract.
Shout out Kenny Robinson, man.
Okay.
A young boy XFL guy.
Let's go.
Guy. You know what I mean?
Give us the scout report. What's up, baby? Give us a scout report on Kenny.
He's a ball hawk. He's a free safety. He knows how to get to the ball because he's an interception guy.
Okay.
Every level. You know them people at every level.
They ball hawks. Like Casey. Ball hawk. Mika. Ball hawk. Yeah.
He's a local. He's a hometown hero in a sense. I'm interested to see how it'll work. Like, and
you said he's from Pittsburgh, played at West Virginia?
Yeah, played at West Virginia. He's from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
He's the one who went to the XFL. He came to the XFL at 20 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, he played in the XFL.
Okay. Let's go.
Got drafted to the Panthers. He's been with the Panthers 3 years. It hasn't really worked out. And so now he's trying to futures today.
You're right. I remember this. I remember his name when he got drafted because they were talking about him and how he was leaving early to ultimately say, man, I'd much rather like provide for my family. Something with his mom, right?
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I definitely remember the name. Absolutely.
He was on my XFL team. He's a good player.
Yo, that's dope. Okay.
You know, he had some of that. Shout out Coach Lewis. He had that Coach Lewis defense, which is that Dick LeBeau defense. So he might come in here with a couple terms. I'd be interested to see what they do with Carl Joseph. It's a lot of West Virginia in that building now.
Uh-oh.
A lot of West Virginia in that building now. I don't know if you know.
It's a lot of West Virginia in that building.
A lot of West Virginia in that building. I'm just saying.
Is that reason why the culture has shifted?
I just think I'm not gonna.
I'm messing.
It's a lot of West Virginia. But I think everything we said was gonna happen kind of happened though. Not to be like that, but we said they were gonna start slow. They started slow. We said after the bye week they would heat up. After the bye week they heated up. We said the Pickens connection would start to pick up late. I think we started that. I think everything we said we were looking to see kind of happened. I think the offensive line even grew up.
No, I agree.
I think the offensive line definitely grew up, and I think you really can. When you talk it out loud, you say it out loud. I can see no changes. If it's not Leftwich, it's not going to be nobody.
Like that's how I feel. I feel like they gonna ride with Canada, bro.
For sure. it's definitely momentum going into the offseason.
And you know, Coach T like that consistency too, bro. Like he don't want to just be changing for the sake of changing.
Steeler Nation likes consistency.
Yeah.
The Steelers like
they don't with Matt Canada, not in this case.
Yeah, they're like anti Matt Canada's consistency, but everything else you're absolutely right on.
I'm more saying the people who make the decisions. You know, they don't make a lot of movement and change in there. That's not what they do. They'll ride with you.
Hey, and when they do make that change, it's gonna be internal.
Todd was here for a long time. How long was Todd up here?
Yeah.
He was here for a minute.
No, you're right.
You know how I go.
All right. Let me think. Oh, no. I do know what I also needed to talk to you about. Now, this is shifting from the NFL culture, but man, what was up with that day going natty?
I called.
Bro, what?
Did I say that or no? Did I?
You
say
said no, but you ain't said it was gonna be like that. That was like, bro. That was like, I'm tired of watching this in the second quarter. Like, yo, we could just cut this game off. Like, it was bad, bro.
Very bad. I'm sure the ratings were very. Them boys was eating chicken. You see?
Yeah, they dead. Like, no, you saw the video, right?
I didn't see that.
No, seriously, they have the video. They're on the sideline. It's like middle of the third, early fourth. They have wings, bro. I swear, bro. The defensive players, they're sitting on the sideline eating wings, talking to the camera like, bro.
That's incredible.
Can't make this up, bro. Yes, mid-game.
It's a video before that. He went over there and ordered the chicken.
Bro, Deke, trust me on this, bro. It's a group of them. They in uniform. And you sit on the bench, like they got the seats. They're in it just like they went and got fried wings, bro.
From the stadium.
So I'm just like, bro, what? Yes, bro. Yes. Like, you know how just like disrespectful that is? Like, bro, they went and whoever thought to even, let's go get wings. Like, who put that even out there? Because TG, you've been in blowout games. I've been in blowout games. Yes. I've never had the thought come up like, hey, man, we killing us so bad. Let's go get some wings on these folk, bro. Let's go get some wings. Like, what?
Last game of the season.
And then to actually go and order it. And then to have the audacity to eat it and be talking to the camera.
Talking trash.
They talking to the camera like, we like that. Like, bro, what? Yes, man.
I don't even think there was all seniors over there.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. They won't seniors either. Nah.
Yeah.
I could hear it's last time, last game. Nah, that won't even the situation. They were just like, bro, I don't care. Yes, bro.
I don't care.
Yes.
We're up. I read something. They said they beat them worse than they beat Sanford in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, they said that's literally the biggest bowl game victory, like in bowl game history. I was like, what? It's like,
but those boys were locked in.
Yeah,
he was not playing no games.
But them bro, to put 65 on a squad in the Natty, like, come on, son.
But I think TCU was like, it was not to be moral victory, but they got there. It was you got there.
But I'm more so talking about Georgia. Like, why'd you have to keep it going? You know, most of the times, like the respect. All right, it's 40-7. We're just gonna start calling run plays and chill it out.
They weren't doing that.
They weren't doing that. They don't TG. They were not doing that. TG. It was 40-7, and they was airing it still. Man, stop it, TG. You know for a fact they were still throwing that ball, TG.
It's the Natty. You got Nick Saban on TV talking about it. You know what you got to come out here and like.
Setting the tone for next year.
I say, son, they thought it was 40-7. I'm like, yo, what are we doing?
He took all the starters out. No, he took all the starters out.
But still. You know how you supposed to. Of course, you know how it goes. Oh, this back is a 5-star. This back he could transfer over here and be the number. He could be the number.
Tackle in the country. Like I know that boy was the number one player in the country. No,
it was the tight end, and the tight end killer was like, oh, they was like this tight end. He's nice. Oh, he ain't even. It's another tight end is better than that tight end. It's like, yo, this is crazy. Yes, it's crazy. It's crazy.
These boys are loaded.
But when it's 40-7, that's when you could be like, all right, guys, we're running the ball. Try not to score.
Hurt. You didn't even peek. One of their best defenders was hurt. They're missing a couple big pieces.
Oh my gosh! So you was all on board. You was over there like put 100 on them. That's what you was over there doing. Oh man!
Why not?
Deke,
it's the night.
How'd you feel about that, Deke?
Got no game tomorrow, man. Listen.
Are you let me see 60 in the Natty?
It felt like one or two of their drives was a little excessive in the second half. But TG is right. They did start putting the backups in. I just felt like the TC dudes couldn't even get open. Like,
Nah, they couldn't. And they
Dugan, like,
yeah.
he didn't look right out there, but every time they showed the different angle of him dropping back, it didn't look like anyone was open.
Yeah.
And he was killing them. He was dropping it. He was going half on one side. He was doing like this. It was like 2 traps, and he was in cover 0 on the other side.
Which is crazy.
He had that number 1 locked up over there. That first round pick. But
see, you can do that when you got that type of stuff in college, bro. When you got, he's elite corner over this side. Oh yeah, we just gonna bastardize this cover. We gonna call it cover 2-0. Like what? Bro, what is this called, bro?
He was getting cover 4 like that cover 7.
Yeah. Hey, cover 4, lock the backside, man. Swing that joint over front side. Like that's what they would do with Revis and Prime. That's that type of stuff, bro. Yeah.
You got him to catch the ball today. This is what we're gonna do here.
Yeah.
It was on that.
That's crazy.
It was an impressive. Like I thought it was impressive. Don't miss him. I thought that defense was impressive. Like they busted 1 coverage. He got a little bit off that bus, and it was nothing else to get.
They were just too physical, bro. They look like grown men.
88.
Playing.
I told you about 88 about 2-3 weeks ago. I was like, what is that?
It looked like grown men playing against kids, bruh. Like when I think of them saying, hey, man, why don't they let kids from high school jump to the pros? That game right there is kind of like what I envision it looking like. Like, yeah, this is what bring all them little 18, 19-year-olds, and this is what it looked like when you playing against a 27 or 29.
Yeah, literally Stetson Bennett is 25.
I mean, technically, you're right. Technically, yes. I mean, yeah, he is a grown man. But it's like, that's the vibe that I feel like I was getting out there. Like, yo, they don't look like they supposed to be on the same field right now.
It's a game of matchups. Their matchup, that style, you can't finesse these big guys. You know how it is.
No, absolutely, yeah. You're not going.
Big. He was in that 3-3-5. Like they was moving that 3-3-5.
Yeah. Like we said, because you talking about your safety taking on blockers now. That ain't nah.
You got safety taking on.
That's a whole nother thing. Yeah, they used to that safety not being accounted for. Yeah.
Yeah, that it just was too finesse for that style. Them boys was too big, too strong for that.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I think they came with a game plan. I don't think TCU came with the wrong game plan. I just don't think they couldn't get with those boys.
So,
those boys
so with that being said, you got them as your early lock to running back?
Of course. Do they? I mean, we got to see if all 20 of them get drafted. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he's gonna bring a brand new team out here next year.
New quarterback, at least, right?
New quarterback. Who's that gonna be? You know. Like, that's what I mean. You don't know what they's going to get, but I'm sure he'll have a stick. Okay. I'm hearing Florida State's going to be good next year.
That's what I'm hearing, too. Yeah, I'm hearing that.
I'm hearing Florida State's growing up. I think you always got to keep an eye on Texas A&M. Them boys,
I don't believe them, bro. I don't believe them. You had me. I was with you with Florida. I'm like, yeah, Florida State. I'm with it. Okay.
Jimbo.
Nah.
Jimbo wins natties. You gotta get Jimbo. That's Jimbo. Jimbo know how to do that too. I think you can never sleep on Saban. Like, don't just
no. You never sleep on Saban. Never can sleep on that. But to me, I don't know Jimbo. I like Jimbo in Florida State. That Jimbo, yes. The Texas A&M one, I don't know all the way just yet, bro. I don't believe it all the way, man.
Right. Texas A&M got the biggest endowment in college football.
We know. We heard about it all last year, man. We know they payroll is different. They got that Texas money. It hit a little different down there, all right?
They got that Texas money. You know how that is.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm curious. I mean, it's you got to see how these transfer portals shape out. I see Spencer going back to South Carolina.
He said he's going back. Yeah.
Yeah, so stuff like that, those are like big little pieces because they're dominoes, you know? So we got to just see how it all maps out. They say Notre Dame should be kind of decent. They just got a new quarterback.
Yeah, they got the dude from Wake Forest.
Yeah, so like that, you know, I don't believe in Notre Dame, like in terms of get the guys they need to go beat a Georgia in there.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, so it's tough. But
and he still got Ohio State lurking around.
I think you got to see Ohio State. Is Marvin Harrison Jr., is he gone?
I think he has to come back.
He has one. He has one more. Yeah.
I was seeing stuff about him jumping in the portal.
Oh, I did see some stuff about USC, but then he squashed them.
Oh,
Okay.
I was gonna say if he ain't go to JMU too, you know, we take anybody. Yeah.
Oh. Y'all got to get some of them guys Pitt letting go of.
Well, no, we did. We got one of them. Yeah, don't you worry. But also put respect on what we push out there as well. TG. But TG, just know, everybody was loving Antoine Wells in South Carolina, right? Go Gamecocks, right?
Right.
Just know that's ours. That was ours. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I should have grabbed that quarterback, that Heisman runner that they started with in the preseason.
I don't know if I'd wish that on my worst enemy.
Yeah, I got to chill with that.
He went to BYU.
We did hit on our last pick quarterback, Danucci. It did work then. So we just got to wait a little bit. All right, we're going to tap in again, though.
Heisman.
It's a bad call. What can I say?
He was saying he was going to Heisman. I remember that whole conversation.
He definitely did. He did.
The platter was there for him. We had a really good team around him, and he just disappointed. What else can I say?
All right, so before we get up out of here, though, man, how you feeling about the games this weekend, man? Who you got winning, who you got losing, man?
I got Buffalo.
Oh, that's all we needed to hear then. Great. All right, perfect, man. Woo! Man, there it is.
What's up with that Chargers game? Who they got? They got
Oh, let me pull it up real quick. I get you right. Hold up.
Schedule.
All right. So Chargers have the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are the Saturday night game. So Saturday, the first Saturday game is Seahawks Niners. You got your boy Geno versus Brock Purdy. Are we writing him off? Is he gonna write him back, or is this the Brock Purdy show?
No, it's the end of the story. This is the end of the movie. This year.
Oh, he wrote it back. He gonna write back this time.
It's the end of the movie.
All right.
Hey, what you think his contract's gonna be?
I think he'll get some money. He'll get obviously
back in Seattle.
You said 2 for 50, right, or something like that.
I was saying get him like a 2 for 50, maybe 25 a year.
I don't think he'll get that.
You don't think he'll get 25 or 20? He's made Pro Bowl.
He'll get 20. He'll get more than. I'm trying to see what slot he's gonna come in over. He'll get more than like the Tannehills. What's
Tannehill's getting like 27,
I'm about to say
28.
Tannehill. Yeah, Tannehill's up, bro.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, because his deal was like, was it 5 for 1? It was like
I just remember he got paid less
yeah.
than 30, but it was more than 25.
Yeah, he was up there. Yeah.
He hit the lottery.
That was after his like comeback season.
Yeah, it was like the perfect
storm. They benched Mariota.
Yeah,
he came in. They made the playoffs.
Storm.
I think that's what it's gonna be. Is like, where's the market? You know,
I think 20 makes sense for him.
I just need to see who's getting 20. It's not about the number. It's about who's getting that.
So let's see quarterback. Because
I could look it up. I mean, everything has skyrocketed.
That's my thing.
Because you got Kyler Murray and Deshaun Watson starting to get these like 48, 47.
So that's why I'm like, I don't think Seattle's going to look at 20 like they're tripping on that.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, it's just about where the market. It might be. He's going to go back to Seattle. It'll be a team friendly.
Because I'm trying to think who is a mid-tier quarterback that is on like that type of deal right now.
Tannehill's the good example.
Yeah, because I would say Kirk Cousins, he's getting paid in Minnesota.
Tannehill might be his market. Like, where is Tannehill?
That literally might be it.
Like Jared Goff's getting 33.5.
But Goff has signed a $100 million deal.
That was coming off of one of those Rams seasons. Right.
Took a team to a Super Bowl.
Carson Wentz is getting 32 a year.
But at one point in time, they would talk about him as an MVP candidate.
Sure. He won't get that.
It goes from like, all right, Brady just got 25 this year on that, that 1 year deal, whatever. But it goes from like Tannehill at 29, and then there's a huge drop off. There's like no in between because then you have like Baker at 15, Jameis at 14.
Yeah, we don't have that middle
Mariota
class right
at 10.
now. He's the middle class of quarterbacks, and we don't have a middle class for him right now.
He'll be 20. I mean, he'll be like 20. He might be 20. I like 20 because they're gonna say do it again. They're going to be like, do it again.
But
I think he's got a better case than what Tannehill did back then.
Yeah.
I think he had more of an impact.
And, I mean, you look at what he did, and you look at, it's like, bro.
He said,
I brought y'all back.
But they're still for sure going to be like, look, you just seen what happened to Russ. Like, let's sign this and let's keep on moving forward. Like, they feel like it's for sure a system thing right now. For sure. Like, they've made a new Sherm. They got Russ in there. I mean, they got Geno in
Oh
there.
my gosh. I
Yeah.
see what you're doing, and you're
They for
right.
sure
They are
feel like
definitely
it's
going to say that. And Tyreek Woolen, they're going to say you're created because of the scheme, just like
It's a system.
Yep.
But like, come get what you getting,
Yep.
or we'll make another. You know,
Yeah,
how
we'll
it
make
is.
another one. Yep.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I can see that.
So they're
He
not
gonna mess around and get 18. Yep.
He might get 18.
He might get
It's not
18,
being
bro.
funny.
He might get 18, bro.
Might just get a little bit more than what Baker's over there getting.
Yeah.
If you're him, are you taking that, or are you going somewhere else to try to get more?
You're for sure taking
At
that.
this stage, Eugenio?
Yeah.
No, you
What
don't
you
think
mean?
you could get more from another team, though?
I think he could, but I don't think the situation's
I
gonna
don't
be
think
good
you
for
want
him.
to go no.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with that. I think his best
Like
situation
he has a
is
chance to
Seattle.
really like he rewrote his career this year.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, he's like
So maybe
viewed
just
like,
a 1 year deal. then.
Yeah.
1 for 18.
No, you want two. I'll put him in two. You want some security.
Hey, you want to buy a house out there? You want to like
You want some
get
security. Yeah.
comfortable? Yeah. Like
I like him.
Okay.
I like him on a two. If he's 18 per, I like that vibe for him. But I wouldn't do like nothing longer than 3 for him, just because it's like, yo, what if you produce again and get another Pro Bowl, or you take this team to another postseason? It's like now.
And he's getting up there. He's He's going to be 33, 34.
Yeah. Hey, hold on now, because TG just turned 32. He old as heck. So I know
Yeah,
Geno old.
He's not 32. He's the same age.
I'm about to say, you know, y'all boy, y'all boys 32. Boy, like, I know you got some gray hairs too, don't you? You got gray hair?
No grades.
You ain't got no gray? All right. You sure?
No grades.
All right.
I took hairs, no grades.
What's that razor? Like, you ain't pushing back yet, is you?
No.
I just check it, man. Are you thinning? Don't. I'll hit you with that Coach T. You want?
I got the shirt size went up one. You know.
Oh,
What I mean?
that's the way you were with. All right, fair enough.
But you can see Geno's shirt size that went up one.
That just mean you living good. That's all.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I can see Geno getting like 18 up for sure, low ball him. On top of that, they got Drew Lock in there, and they'll kind of paint the, we do got another guy in here. We like you.
Geno better look at him and be like, bro, he ain't do what I just did. He ain't do what I did. Yeah.
I hear that's what Russ said.
Yeah. But I think it really depends on if Geno wants to get paid, he'll hit the open market. If he wants the best situation, I think he stays.
I don't think the open market he should hit. He shouldn't even look at the market.
No, but I'm saying if he's just trying to get the most money he can get, the open market, somebody will pay him. Somebody will overpay for that. But if he wants the best situation, I think you stay in Seattle.
Who would pay for that?
Okay, let's think about it.
New Orleans, maybe.
Yeah, there's always 6 or 7 teams,
man.
The
Jets, the New York Jets.
No, you can never go back to the Jets.
Hey, yo, he did have a crazy scenario there. Like, it was disaster on and off. That was bad, bro. That was a bad situation. Yeah, that was a bad situation. But it's a new regime over there, bro. They didn't change up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes them fences, sometimes them bridges that were broken. Sometimes you could repair them. Sometimes you could call them up and be like, you know what, that Buffalo blue actually is kind of pretty. Sometimes you could say that. You feel me? Like,
Flacco before they went with Geno.
Yeah.
They'll go with Flacco before they went with Geno.
True. Okay, Miami.
No.
Depending on the Tua situation, I don't know.
Can't go
Buccaneers if Brady leaves.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Tampa.
Colts, Commanders.
I think Kyle Trask. They're gonna see what that's talking about.
Colts.
They're not
Colts.
doing that. Colts.
They're probably gonna draft one of the dudes, huh? They have a top 4 pick.
Okay.
But he just came out in an article. He said, "I'm gonna do anything I can to get a quarterback. Whatever I got to do, I'm doing to get a quarterback."
All right, Commanders, because that was the other team Deke said. Commanders.
That could be a spot.
Panthers.
Even though they got
Definitely the Panthers. Yeah, definitely the Panthers are an option.
the Commanders still got Carson Wentz for all that money too. Like, don't forget.
True.
I don't think he could go to the Commanders, and they got a lot of drama going on. Like, I don't think they could make that type of move.
The
That's what I'm saying.
Wentz deal might be 1 year deal though. I'm pretty sure.
He just doesn't have that market that you think he has.
I think it's
And
enough though. That's all I'm saying. I think it's enough though.
I don't think he has that market you think he has. I love Geno. I like,
What was Trubisky's deal this year? He was what, 2 for 12, right?
It was 7.5 this year, and I think it goes up in his second year, cap hit wise. But if we cut him, the dead cap actually goes lower. So I think probably like around. I think it was like 2 for 15 plus incentives, 2 for 17 plus incentives, or something like that.
So like that's what I'm like. What do we think of his market is then, man? Like I feel like he going.
that's his market, 17 to 23.
Dude, but Geno, I gotta give him credit. Like, he played really good.
That's what I'm
He's got a
saying.
pro.
Like, yeah.
Played great. But that's not how the league works. And you know that's not how it works. Do it again. Do it again.
They definitely going to say do it again.
Yeah,
For
do
a
it again.
fact.
He was in a great
The best thing that happened for him was it was on a contract year. That's the best thing that happened for him. So it's going to guarantee him some money, but they're not going to, like, commit. Yeah.
He's not going to get that.
Yeah, they ain't going to commit.
They're not going to argue. I don't even think he gives them argument. I think what they offer him, he maybe offer $1 million more, and then it's like, all right, let's just do it.
Oh, he ain't even going to play hard to get. Oh, man. Come on. Play hard to get a little bit.
Can he get franchised, or is he too late in his career?
I don't. Good question. Hey, they can't franchise him, right?
I mean, they're not going to.
I don't think they would, because that would pay him way more than the 18.
Yeah.
They must really pay him 20, yeah.
True.
Yeah, they'll go with Drew Lock before they franchise.
Ain't that the truth?
So you think the Titans were just way too desperate at the time with Tannehill? Because he would be the direct comparison.
I think it was just like a great scenario where you had the crazy resurgence with the Titans offense. You had Derrick Henry playing at a crazy level. Tannehill was actually hitting the throws, those play action passes that Mariota wasn't going to hit on. And then from there, it was just like as a whole, their team got hot. Remember, they were winning. They were up in the AFC Championship game.
Right. They felt like they had a shot.
Yeah, so they looked at that like, bro, we keep this together. Let's go. And for Tannehill, similar to Geno, it was a contract year when he went up there and did what he did. And they was like, yo, let's marry it. Let's commit to it. And it still did work. He just started getting hurt. But the method has still been there for them. Hand that ball off, play action pass. He's accurate enough, has a big enough arm to do what they want.
He screwed him in that Bengals game last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've been in the mix with Tannehill, and they probably would have won the AFC South if he just would have stayed healthy. Yeah. I don't think there's a doubt about that. I'll say it, yeah. I think you're just always going to be limited with a guy like him going up against a Mahomes or a Josh Allen.
That's when you banking on your team. That's when you're saying he's good enough plus everything that's around, whereas they're saying that this one Mahomes is good enough to take what he got to elevate, yeah.
Where I got to give Geno credit, I think he showed me more than what Tannehill did in that first year with the Titans in terms of like leading the offense and taking more command of it and kind of going through him as opposed to Tannehill. It went more through him.
I agree with that completely. I agree with you completely.
All right, I got another question though, TG and Deke.
Okay,
it's a system.
I got a question for both of y'all. Are we falling into the trap of the feel-good story though? Because obviously we know with Geno, wasn't the best opportunities. Obviously, we talk about the Jets situation, everything that was over there. Then you had the whole let Russ cook narrative, and then, Russ doesn't cook. Then he goes Denver and all this other stuff. And now it's like, oh, Geno. And, I do kind of feel like at times we kind of, put all that together as a positive for him. But, like, does that actually make him that level of being good? Or is it, just a piece of the way around?
He's still a second-round quarterback. He was supposed to be a first-round quarterback. Geno's still a good quarterback. He still got the hype. He's still loved. He's the forgotten child. And yeah, it's a feel-good story. But at the same time, he had some per se bad years as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the league's gonna use whatever they're trying to use whatever they can do to not pay you. Like that's the system. What can we use to not give you an extra $4 or $5 million? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying Geno is not on nobody. It's just a business. So, they're going to offer him something nice. You're talking like 17, 18 million is not nice.
All right, no. That's still 17, 18 million dollars, baby.
And that's what I'm saying.
Nice. Yeah.
He's in the phase where I don't see him arguing over a couple mil. Like, he just wants to play at this point. Like, let me just get my legacy on.
Yeah.
So, I see him just taking what he got and keep growing up. Throwing the Deke in the summer. And, we'll keep going.
Yeah.
Don't let him win this week. When this week his number will go up.
All right.
I think for me, because I was paying very close attention to that Jets-Seahawks game because it had to do with the Steelers. We needed the Seahawks to beat the Jets. Yeah. Geno looked like a legit quarterback to me.
Yeah.
He looked like a legit quarterback. So unless you think that's dropping off over the next couple of years, I think he's going to be in that top 15 range whenever you talk about quarterback rankings.
I mean, he's talented.
And there have been times in the past where quarterbacks have late surges in their career for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Right system fit. The guy I think, too, is Rich Gannon. All of a sudden, he became this amazing quarterback with the Raiders for his last 4 or 5 seasons.
I think Kurt Warner.
I thought you were going to say Kirk Cousins.
No.
Kurt Warner's a good one, too.
Kirk always been nice. Don't get it twisted.
Oh man,
He always been nice. Come on, bro. Don't you play?
What?
He is the hood quarterback's dream, baby. He middle round dude. He won't even the prom king in his own class. It was RG3, you know that, and he still had to fight.
I don't think you could say that.
What? Stop it! Stop
Kirk
it!
Cousins has dropped crucial game. What's Kirk? Kirk Cousins has dropped some crucial games and some crucial times.
TG speaking
how
my
did he
language
get
here.
into the NFL? Was he a first rounder?
No,
Was he a second rounder?
no.
Was he a third
He's
rounder?
I think he's like a fifth, sixth rounder. Right?
He's
Or he's a
Fourth
fourth
is
rounder.
fourth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Fourth
He's a part of the technically, like we're claiming him in the got it out the mud category, okay? That fourth round, that's like the cutoff. You notice it's kind of like when you playing, blackjack. It's like, do you hit on 16s or do you, you know what I'm saying, you chill? Like whatever you do, that's what you do going forward though, all right? So
I get
like Kirk, like we set the fourth round, that's the cutoff. So he's in that group. So he's an overachiever at everything that he does, man. He can't fall into the higher expectations trap because he's a mid to late round guy. So he's an overachiever, man.
I get what you're saying. Like I do get what you're saying.
Hey,
And I
that's
get,
8 Mile. Come on, man, let's go.
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because Geno's a second round guy. Like he's a guy like that's who Geno is. But they're just not gonna. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna.
The overachieving's not gonna
worth it.
get them
I'm
to
just saying.
achieving what like a Mahomes or an Allen or what you need in the playoffs
But
at least.
but that
Cousins is gonna let you
overachieving,
down.
but that overachieving, you can't focus on the letdown. You just got to focus on the fact that this dude he be balling.
I gotta give
Especially
him
where he
props.
came from,
He's
he
had
be
a hell of a
balling.
career and he's made a ton of money.
And
I gotta give
TG,
him
I
props.
would tell you this again, the same way I told Deke this. Justin Jefferson is not Justin Jefferson without Kirk Cousins. Just remember that, man. We have not seen Justin Jefferson do what he's done at the NFL level without Kirk Cousins. Just remember that. Okay. I'm just saying it. I'm leaving it out there until proven otherwise. That's what I'm rolling with.
Kirk Cousins had D-Jack, Pierre Garçon, Vernon Davis,
And he was
Jordan Reed.
and they double franchised him because of it too. Cause he was like, "Yo, I'ma get it in."
I don't see it. I just
Hey,
don't see
whoa. Isn't he your teammate, bro?
it. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't care what you're talking about.
When you just said that, you was like, "Yo, he had prayer." I was like, "Yo,
He saw
you
it up
bringing up
close.
that Washington game." And I was
Bro,
like,
I lived it.
Monday night,
That's
I was
why
like,
I
"Bro, that
don't
was
know
you.
what
You
you're
was out there." Shout out to my dog, man. I totally forgot that. Yeah,
I
that
lived it.
was your man's. That was
lived
your
it.
man. You was over there. You like that? You like that? Oh, you was Kirko chasing it too, TG. You ain't tell. Oh man, I can't believe. You've been a part of this show now, and we have not brought this up. How could I forgot? How could I not remembered that you and Kirko? Oh, talk to me, TG. So tell me, how nice was Mr. Kirk Cousins in practice, man? What was it like, Sam? What did it look like, man? Could he hit that? Could he hit the backside? When you got that buzzer out there and it's cover 3, and he's like, I know you're buzzing over there. He's still gonna throw that deep 15-yard out in your face while you buzzing, and he know, and you know that I know that you know. Was he doing that? Did Kirk go give me that?
Yeah, I gave you the insider. I gave you the
Let's
insider.
go, bro. Kirk is your mans. Kirk is your mans.
Man, I'm telling you what he is. Like, he's a good player. I'm not saying he's not a good. Like, I'm not even jumping on that boat. Like, bro,
TG
we
spitting
needed
facts here.
one game to go
TG
to
knows
the
what's up.
playoffs. We needed one game to go to the playoffs. We played the Giants backups. They took everybody else. They were like, we're not going.
I've seen it
It's
too many
over.
times.
It's over. We had Vernon Davis, Jordan Reed. We had Chris
Jordan
Thompson
was
at running
nice
back.
too.
We
Jordan was
had
nice.
Matt Jones at running back. We had Brandon Sheriff at left guard. We were
Sure,
loaded.
yeah,
Trent
yeah.
Williams
And
at
Trent,
tackle.
Morgan Moses. Y'all was
Morgan
straight.
Moses, come on.
Y'all was nice. Y'all was nice.
That
Don't even
team was
fake. Y'all was
loaded.
nice. Yeah.
That team was loaded. We had a defense. We had Preston Smith at
Preston
the
was doing
end.
his thing. You had
Come
Foster.
on, loaded.
Yeah, but I say, yeah, I would agree, man.
Ain't like 2 picks out there. You let them
Hey. And y'all had my dog from the crib too, D Hall over there. Let's go. That was safety D Hall too.
Yeah, that was
that was safety D Hall. That was there. I just want to throw that out. That was the safety version. Very, very different. Very different.
Yeah, that was way different.
Yes, yes,
by that
yes.
time,
that was D'Angelo by then.
In there, Dante Whitner,
yeah,
David Bruce.
Y'all had Tay over there. Wow.
Yeah.
Yo. Tay, yeah, that go back my rookie year, boy. Whew, all right.
So it's like to me, like I think he's a good player.
Yeah. So did you ever feel like you like that? You know how he said that you like that? Did you ever have one of them moments when you was watching Kirk like, I like that?
No.
Yo, what? How you gonna say no, man? Come on, T. Don't you do that, TG? Come on, man. It had to have one moment.
TG, tell me about this assessment. He was a good fantasy quarterback. He knew how to put up the stats, but
man,
when it was winning time, might let you down.
No.
I want to see what he do in the playoffs.
Why y'all doing that?
Yeah, this is a big one for him because this is probably his best team.
I told you I don't believe, and I just
believe.
I told you, bro. They won every by 1 point.
That means they know how to finish.
No,
that means they don't blink with adversity.
There was some fluky stuff.
It was some clutch moments.
He did show me some clutch moments. Regular season though, we got to see. We got to see it in the playoffs.
But the one thing that is in Kirk's favor is the game is at 4:30. That is very close. It's a 4:30 game, so that's kind of like 1 o'clock.
Kirk at 1 o'clock is a problem.
That's what I'm saying. But 4:30 is kind of like 1 o'clock. He's gonna start fast. He's got to start fast.
Giants played him good the first time. Though,
they did.
In the regular season.
But yeah, we're supposed to be getting these picks in, man. We went all the way off the rails because I forgot that you played with Kirk Cousins and that's your favorite quarterback. So how you ranking? You go Ben's first and then Kirk, or do you go Kirk, Geno, then Ben? How you ranking your quarterbacks, man? Because you got a Russ in there too. How you rank your guy? Yeah.
Ben, Geno, Kirk.
Ben, Geno, Kirk. You got didn't you play with Russ?
I played with Russ.
So you said Ben, Geno, Kirk?
Oh, so you want all of them?
Give me all? Yeah. You got a Russ in there. You got a Ben in there. You got a Kirk Cousins in there. You got a Geno in there. I want to know, how does TG rank the quarterbacks that he has played with? Come on, baby. I need to know this one.
It's Ben.
Okay.
But you got to think I had college Geno. Geno's my number 2. I had Geno for Heisman. We was walking around.
Oh, my God.
So it got to be Geno.
Okay.
And then after Geno, it's Russ.
Why you saying you was thinking about that?
Yeah, because I was with Garoppolo when he was hot.
Oh, you had a San Fran Garoppolo. I forgot.
Yeah,
okay.
Fran Garoppolo.
Dang, okay, you did have a San Fran Garoppolo. Okay. You silly, you said you did a tour.
I go Russ, then Garoppolo, and then watch this. Then I go Taylor Heineke. Then I go Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, don't tell me, yo, stop disrespecting Kirk like that, bro. Don't play with Kirk like that, bro. Don't play with Kirk like that, bro. Hey, TG,
this is getting some personal right now.
Hey, look, man, I feel like I feel like there's something this is going on. I feel like I gotta hang up the call and be like, yo, TG, talk to me, man. Everything good, man? What's happening here? I ain't know it was like this, all right? But man, ain't no way you just said Taylor Heineke over there going, Captain Kirk, go change. Come on, man.
And the living legend Taylor Heineke slings that thing, man. You know how it is. Hey, they just had that whole. They said the biggest compliment you can get is when your peers tell you the truth.
Oh my gosh!
For the ones who know, they know.
It's the feel good story. I like him because he went to ODU. That's at the crib. I get it.
It was a feel good story.
It's a feel good story, but Kirk's story feels better.
It does.
It has more higher moments, man.
I gotta see it finish. I'll believe.
Just remember,
who do they play?
Just remember, before we get into this, just remember this though. Kirk then went on the road in the postseason and beat a Drew Brees in New Orleans. Remember that.
Oh man,
remember that.
Who do they play?
All right, hold on. So let's get these playoff picks. All right, so Seattle versus San Fran. You said you going with San Fran, right?
I'm going with San Fran. The evil genius up there. He gonna draw this thing up. You know it's going.
All right, Saturday night game, 8:15. You got Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Chargers. Who you got?
I got it. Chargers.
Chargers. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, they got the quarterback.
Okay.
I think that's dangerous though. They're hot. And you know how that get.
Yeah. Hot at the right time.
Yeah, but that could. That's the one. That's a scary one.
Both of them teams could get it though. Both of them teams got I feel like they really similar to who they are. Like
they're either one of them are out the next week. Though.
Right, like
So
seriously, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a good game. That'll be better than people think.
Okay.
That definitely should be a Saturday game though.
Oh.
Jacksonville got a losing record, didn't they?
Yeah. They what did their record end up finishing with? Give me 1 second.
They might have. I think they were
I know
9-8.
9-8. They got to
Yeah.
9-8. Yep.
9-8, and I think Tampa got in with a losing record.
They did, yeah. 8-9.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Sunday at 1 o'clock, the game that is the most important game of the weekend, the one that, a lot of people are going to be in attendance for in support of, whether it's on TV or people might actually be in the 716 this weekend.
That's
Who would know? Like some people might even be in Buffalo this weekend. You never know. But it's the Bills and Dolphins Sunday at 1 o'clock. Who you got in that one, man?
I got Buffalo. I
I ain't hear you say. Can you say it one more time? What team you said?
Yeah, I got Buffalo.
Who
was officially out, right?
Yeah, that's what they saying, man.
I think they officially
They
said
did
they're
officially rule him out.
Skylar Thompson as well.
Thompson's gonna be the starter.
Got to get quarterback in there ASAP.
Thompson's the quarterback, man.
Didn't they sign
Mike Glennon?
the dude from NC State?
Glennon, yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe. I'm next. I'm done with them.
Okay.
At that point,
Okay.
I know it was somebody on the street ready.
Like I said, for
They might as well
me,
start Glennon.
That's on Ben.
I'm gonna just say, you said they should have called Ben, bro. What?
They should have kicked the tires. Like, hey, you want to try?
I need you for one game. Can you give me this?
Can you give us a month?
Draw it up in the sand. What's up?
If I'm Miami, this might sound hilarious. I'm calling Odell. I'm calling Ben. I'm calling everything at the beginning of the week. Like, let's make a run.
AB, what you doing? Are you clothed?
You got time?
Do you got clothes on, or you ain't got no cases pending right now? Like, can you travel? Can you leave the state? You good?
I might call Marshawn.
Oh,
Like,
now Marshawn, I know you. Last time I seen you was sitting on 3 wheels, but baby, you back. I seen your Subway commercial. You back on. You done simmered down for a little bit, man. I need a game.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't kick the tires on nobody. Like, and I know they're not at home. Like, I'm surprised they didn't try to get because it's a playoff run. Like, I'm surprised nobody tried to kick the tires on Odell.
You just need one.
Like, he must be hurt than we thought. Like,
yeah.
Like, this is the time. Like, you know what? Come give us a month.
Yeah. All right, so I think we all agree that Buffalo and now. All right, I like the thought process though, man. Yeah, Dolphins. Trust me, in Buffalo, we would much rather have the full Dolphins squad because we owe them.
Right.
They got they benefited from shade, and Bills had 100-degree heat. That's how it goes in September in Miami. Yeah, we wanted to see that thing when it was a little chillier. It was a little different. We wanted to just run it back one more game. But either way, we'll enough of those guys, right? So Sunday 4:30, Captain Kirk and those Minnesota Vikings, or excuse me, the Minnesota Vikings. Shout out to Lizzo and them New York Giants. How you feeling?
I like the Giants.
Why you say it like that? I hold on, bro. I ain't realize. What you mean?
Yeah, I like the Giants.
I like the Giants.
I don't blame him.
Hey, hold on. All right. Okay. So this is what we doing today. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yes. You how about some Saquon?
Danny Dimes.
Y'all talking about some Danny Dimes and Saquon?
It's Danny Dimes didn't have a bad year.
They ain't even got the best QB running back combo in the game.
Ooh,
they ain't even got the best QB running back combo in the game. It is not debatable. They don't even have the best combo in the game.
No, I'd take Danny Dimes and Barkley.
Man, give me there's not even a question. Give me Kirk, Dalvin, and Justin versus any three you want to put up there.
No, now you threw the receiver.
Oh, yeah, it's a trio. I got my big three. Give me Kirk, Dalvin, and Justin. Who you matching that with on that Giants offense? I'll wait.
We're talking QB running back duo. I'm taking Danny Dimes and Saquon.
I'll wait.
Danny Dimes and Saquon might be tougher than them.
Man, y'all sleep, man. Ain't nobody seeing them dudes like that, man. Kirk and Dalvin are going to run it. It's going to look beautiful. And then when we want to get freaky, it's going to be Justin Jefferson grittying all day and all night. All right? That's how it's going down.
And the Giants stop that pass.
They are not stopping that. And
pass.
Justin pissed too. You know he pissed too. You know he pissed.
That boy started grittying in the first quarter.
You know he's pissed. We all know he is big pissed. So
it's
yeah.
At 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's at
4:30. So it's early enough. It's early enough. It's early enough. It's gonna still be sunny outside when he go to the stadium.
I'll go with Minnesota. Give me Minnesota.
Yeah, it's still sunny outside. It's still sunny outside, man. Y'all see.
Give me the Vikings.
You'll see.
Give me the Vikings.
You'll see. Sunday night, 8:15. Cincinnati Bengals. Baltimore Ravens.
Game of the year.
You said Lamar might be back too.
Lamar's not coming back.
See, he ain't coming back. He ain't busting it.
I think I read something today. They said Lamar been out about 30-some days.
Lamar's, I'm holler at y'all. Y'all ain't want to pay me. I'm not. If you're Lamar, it makes sense though. Why risk it? Why risk it? If you ain't want to pay, I will risk it if I'm compensated. But if I don't feel like I'm compensated, I'm not gonna give you the I'm 90%, but let me go. Like, nah. I'm not gonna. If that is the case, I can understand, man.
So what you think? Would you, if you were Lamar's people, what would you do?
I'm telling them absolutely not. Nah, sit down. You show them what you're capable of. They know exactly what they are with you and what they are without you.
So you wouldn't bring them back to the playoff run?
What? For what? You healthy, right? You don't need no surgeries, right? You good? Okay. Balls in their court. Because you gave them the chance. When he said, I'm still going to play this season, I'm not going to hold out. I'm not going to sit. I'm not going to be disgruntled during the season. That was him giving them the benefit of the doubt. That was him saying, hey, I will risk my career. I will risk my generational wealth, because we talk about, right, what Kyler Murray and all these other guys got. And he's like, you know what? We couldn't get a deal done, but I'm still going to play this season. And he was balling as well. But now it's like, yo, I'd have hurt my knee. If I was paid and I already knew this was done, you don't trip on risking it again. But right now, if he goes into the playoffs and hurts his knee again, does his market go down? Yes or no?
No.
If he goes out there and gets hurt again on the same knee, or it becomes worse and now he actually have to have a surgery or anything like that, you don't think that hurts his market? I think it does. Because they don't want, they first off don't like running quarterbacks like that.
They don't.
And now he finally, and they've been waiting for it to use the excuse of, hey, because your style, this is why you're not durable. See, mobile quarterbacks, you get hurt. People been saying it and it wasn't happening. But now they have 2 years where they can say, hey, well, look, you got hurt then, and now you got hurt this time. Even though the context isn't apples to apples, that's what they're going to point to. So if he were to come out there in the playoffs and get hurt again, I do think that would hurt his money.
I think his money has increased because he's shown you his value in not being there.
No, it definitely has in that context. But what I'm saying is, if you don't go back out there, everything is perfect like we just laid out, like you just laid out. But if he comes back out there and he is not healthy, or he gets hurt even more, or hurt again in this postseason, I do think that hurts his market.
Okay. I don't think so, just because his market has gone. I mean, look at him now.
So you're looking at it in the sense of he's going to forever get more than what he would have got on the front end.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it as, okay, say you get 230 right now, right? But you had a chance of, if you were healthy, you could have maybe got 250. But if you go out there and you get hurt or it doesn't look good, now that 230 that right now you're guaranteed to get, now it might be 215. Now it might be 210, maybe even 200. That's kind of how I look at it in that sense, even though all of those numbers are going to be more than what they were turning down or what they were offering him last year. Absolutely.
You know how I go. I just don't think, I think his market's up right now. I mean, and the fact that you're having this conversation is exactly why he's not coming back. That's why you won't see him in this playoff. You got to wait till next year. Let's see what happens in the summertime.
Yeah. Got to pay him, man, though.
From Lamar, from everything I'm hearing there's not so much on the Ravens. I'm hearing
don't think he want to be there.
Yeah, not even so much. I said that for like 2 years. I'm like, I don't think he super wants to be there.
I don't think he does. You think he does?
I feel like they're offering him something. Like, he's getting offers.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Baltimore likes him a lot. I feel like Baltimore likes Lamar.
Like, you think he doesn't like how he's being used in Baltimore?
I don't know.
I just don't like he likes that offense. Like, I feel like because if you look at it, all reality, he has not a single weapon out there. Like,
the weapons are trash.
Yeah, he's throwing to that tight end because that's the only thing there is to throw to in the sense of that he can throw the deep ball. You know, think about the Dolphins game a couple years ago. Minka was on the Dolphins.
Yeah,
he can throw that deep ball. Like, he has it. He has certain arm strengths. He throws a pretty ball. He really do. It's kind of like, it's just that offense isn't built like that. It's built to run the ball. It's built for QB powers. Like, they built it for him to be Lamar.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's definitely evolved. He's grew up over the years, but they haven't evolved and they haven't grew up. And I feel like I know they've offered him something. He's not in no hurry to get it done. He has all the power. If he don't do it, he'll get franchise. He'll pull a Kirk Cousins. I'll take 2 franchise tags, fully guaranteed, and then dip.
Yeah, he's probably thinking, I don't know if I want to keep running this offense for the rest of my career.
I mean, it is an ugly offense if you don't have the pieces in it.
I mean, the same way that they feel like, or people say you can't win with that style, is the same way like he might be over there like we can't win with this offense. You don't expect that?
All
you don't like it?
All right. I bring up a good point then. So so who you got winning that game then?
Cincy.
Okay. So you ain't believing in the fighting Huntleys?
No, they don't have a quarterback.
Such a shame seeing the Ravens with Huntley in the playoffs and then the Dolphins with Skylar Thompson.
It is,
the
bro.
Steelers not in. It's such a shame.
It's like, dude, come on, man.
They don't have a
And then they don't got no quarterback. You gotta have a quarterback in the postseason. You gotta have that.
The Snoop, the backup guy is hurt. He's not even throwing right now. Like they don't have a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback, man.
Can't win without a quarterback.
You can't go into the playoff without a quarterback.
Facts. Unless you got Nick Foles.
against cool Joe Burrow? No. It's not happening. No, it's not happening.
All right, and then the final one, Monday night, 8:15, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, you know it's gonna happen.
What?
You know
what? Huh?
Playoff Tom?
Oh Lord. Playoff
0 dart 30?
0 dart.
That's like playoff LeBron. You know what time it is.
Hey, 0 distractions this go around too?
0 distractions.
He said, hey, I ain't got the wife and kids no more. Hey, I'm locked in now.
He's about to lock in.
Hey now.
They're gonna start clicking out of nowhere. Watch. Watch it happen. They're gonna click out of. Tom thrives for these moments. And it's Dallas, you know it's showtime. He might hang 40 on them out of nowhere.
If they hang 40 on Dallas, McCarthy's getting fired.
Get fired.
Fired. If they put 40 on Dallas,
out of nowhere.
If they put 40 on Dallas, that man will be fired. He will be fired. Yeah, it'll be Tuesday at 12:01 a.m. and he'll be fired. That's how it'll be.
It's Tom.
Yeah.
It's Tom. It's Mike Evans. I just can't believe Gronk didn't come back. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Gronk was pulling up this week.
Yeah.
That's what he's
when
missing.
I seen Gronk on the halftime show of the Super Bowl, I was like, oh, he's not coming back. I was shocked. But watch Tom beat him. Watch Tom beat him. I'm going with Tampa.
All right.
I'm going with
like
Tampa.
it. I like it then, man. Well, my dog, man, holy smokes, bro. We've been on this joint for a little minute, man. So, with that being said, though, as always, man, we always appreciate you hollering at us, man, tapping in. You know what I'm saying? You know we're going to keep this thing rolling, baby. Absolutely, man. But, yeah, you keep doing your thing. Stay safe out there, all right?
Hey, shout out all my Mountaineers, man, in the bowl season.
There it is.
Y'all boys, we didn't go bowling, so them boys going to shine in the senior bowl.
You see Pitt, ranked number 22.
Uh-oh.
Caught that dub against UCLA, Chip Kelly.
What's that mean?
I just know we're on the upswing. We're like one of – did you see the stat out there? One of 8 or 9 teams in NCAA football that has 20 wins over the last 2 years.
Man, that means nothing.
Looking like an elite program to me.
You're on the weak side of the ACC. You play like Virginia, everything. Like
I will agree with you. ACC was pretty down this year. I will agree with you on that.
You get no love for that.
Hey, TG. JMU plays UVA next year, though.
I like.
Just want to throw that out there. You know, just want to throw that out there.
JMU will catch you.
You know what I'm saying? We moving up in the world. We trying to go a little deeper in the pool. You know.
Y'all the week 2 game or the what?
No. I think it's mid-season. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Does the playoff go to 10 next year?
No,
I think it's 25, right?
Okay.
Was it 2025 or 2020?
Wait, it's not. What isn't it 12?
Yeah.
I don't think it's 10. I think it's 12.
But
yeah, it's one more year.
Yeah,
one more year. Not this one coming up.
So in 2 years, it's gonna get wild.
Yeah,
that'll be crazy. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, I like it then, broski. I like it. But like I said, man, we're going to tap in again. But as always, bro, peace.
Appreciate you.
My dog.
Peace, bro.
All right. Yeah, man, I totally didn't realize we was on for that long. I was like, yo. I was like, no, it was an hour and 17 minutes.
It was a good combo. What
was.
Can you say? I don't
We
think there's
tapped
anything
into
to
a lot,
apologize
man.
for.
We did tap into a lot, baby.
Smooth flowing conversation.
It's like that sometimes, And I like the fact that we could all agree, and even when we disagreed, we still agreed that I was right. So I think it made perfect sense, man.
Well, so 625.
Super
How
it
you
up.
looking? Yeah.
Because we tapped in our likes and don't likes. That was the most important part in
Sure.
terms of the Steelers content. So let's tap into the supers. We're obviously back in here tomorrow, 4 o'clock start time, going back to the regular start time if I remember correctly. So just wanted to throw that out there into the chat. Hit that like button as well for the culture one time. Shout out to my man Paranoid Steelers fan for reminding us all to hit the like button. He was like, for that long convo. Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, so I figured, man, super chats to finish it out. Then we'll tap in tomorrow with some of the more stuff and then keep it around the league. And we'll obviously have our picks for the playoffs too, And we'll have to tap in to see what we want to do pick-wise, because I didn't do the math to see, like, how far you are. Because when you said something like, if it's mathematically and all that, I haven't even looked into them just yet. But, I think we could do that on the fly tomorrow. So ain't nothing to, like, prep for. So, yeah.
That works for me. Okay.
Yeah. I like when we do it in the moment, too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Fisher Momentum, first one, I think, from where we left off.
Absolutely.
Arthur Matt's experience with Deke and ambition. Hashtag 23.
Bro, I was tripping when you said my name. I was like, why is Deke calling my name right now, bro? All right, I'm back.
He says he wants an ambition feature on the
That's what it
podcast,
is.
basically.
Okay.
Let's go UW. Also, why are people wanting Danny Smith fired? He's been the most consistent.
Yeah, you know how that goes, man. A lot of times people
It's
just
balls that put his job at jeopardy, I think.
Yeah, it's like if a person is missing, they're like, oh, put it on this coach. We talked about the one game, I think it was Baltimore. Connor Hayward was like the free defender, untouched, and just missed the tackle. And that was why they were able to like flip the field, or it was might have been the Raiders game. It was either Raiders or Ravens. I can't remember specifically. But the play happens and everybody's losing their mind. You got to fire Danny Smith, I'm like, yo, he had the guy in perfect position, schemed, untouched. Like, just because something bad is happening out there, that isn't always on that coach. And Boz missing field goals, is that on Danny Smith? Like, that's like, you know what I mean? Like, how is that specifically on him? I can see if it was like getting them blocked. That's a scheme issue. I can see if, you got guys that aren't catching the punts and they're not of like high pedigree or big money where it's like politics where he's like, yo, you got to keep that guy out there. I was like, but we don't have those type of issues. We weren't a highly penalized unit either. So I don't understand why they criticize my dog. Maybe because he just chewed too much bubble gum. I think that's what it is. They're not bubble gum connoisseurs like my guy Danny Smith is. Okay. But I'm Team Danny. So it's all love.
Cliff the Dark Knight. Deontay unfollowed the Steelers. Should we worry?
How you feel about it, Deke, man?
I think this is just the biggest non-story of all time. He tweeted something out like, honestly, I don't even remember what it was. It was something really simple of like, stay tuned, like big things coming, something like that. People were wondering, oh, what's the deal with this Deontay cryptic tweet? What does he mean? Is he going to get traded? Does he want to be gone? And now they're pulling up that, oh, he doesn't have Steelers in his Instagram bio or that he unfollowed the Steelers. But I'm seeing other reports that are saying he was already unfollowing the Steelers and didn't have the Steelers in his bio anyway. This is the biggest non-story thing that people are blowing up out of proportion right now, in my opinion.
I agree with you.
Could someone tell me definitively if he was following the Steelers
at any point in time? Yeah,
because I think he unfollowed him last year. Like, he's been unfollowing him for the last 12 months.
Yeah, for me, it's one of those things.
Javi Berg saying he never followed him before.
It's social media, bro. Like,
now they're saying he is now. I guess maybe he followed him.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't think it matters one way or the other if he's following the team or not, because at the end of the day, the team just paid him $18 million. And he's still under contract for another $18 million. So whether they follow each other or not, whether he's cryptic tweeting or not, at the end of the day, I don't think it's anything like that. I think, like Deke just said, man, people kind of are running with anything that they can. And we know that's how the social media climate is. That's how it works. But, yeah, I don't buy too much or look too much into it personally.
The official phrasing of his tweet, ain't going to say too much, but stay tuned. 100 emoji.
I don't think that's anything crazy.
It could mean anything.
Like, seriously.
Literally anything.
I feel like
Maybe he has a brand deal coming up.
But once again, it's like
Maybe he's going on vacation.
if we're looking for a negative or we're looking for something to follow a narrative of disgruntled or pissed off or not happy or this is going on in the locker room, it's like, bro, that's not the case. But if you're trying to make it that, then you'll take anything that you can and just run with it.
We're getting some reports from the chat. Jacob Alessio saying, I promise he unfollowed last offseason.
Yeah.
So maybe he just stayed unfollowed because that was the time
Doing
with
the
the
contract
contract
stuff,
negotiations and stuff.
Mhm.
Maybe he's been unfollowed.
Yeah.
Has not been following them since then. So I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
This one was one of the most creative ways to pull up a story out of that tweet or just.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane.
I did not know that was that's people be reading into that social media stuff too much, man.
Gorilla mode. Well, here's my question to you. We're at 6:30 right now. We got a fair amount of these super chats. I got them saved.
Let me. What if I gave us 5 extra minutes?
I don't think it's gonna do too much.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's like that.
Well, here's the next question. Do you think Steelers will add a higher-end third outside linebacker can't afford the dramatic lack of production we saw if TJ or Highsmith goes down?
I think they will add a third linebacker. The big question is what level, because TJ is already on a crazy deal. And with Highsmith, he's going to get paid. They're going to extend him. That's going to happen probably around training camp time frame. Training camp or right before the season starts. So you're already going to have a ton of money allocated to those two guys in that room. I just don't know if you can afford to have another guy getting paid multiple million to be a backup to those two guys that are going to be, I mean, what, TJ's getting 30, we said? And then who knows what Highsmith would potentially get. Now, granted, we know it'd be more so signing bonus this year, so that way they can structure it to, not kill us. But I just think it would be a hard sell, man, to have a lot of money like that allocated into that room, and then you still spend another 5 or 4 or 7 on a high-quality third outside linebacker, or even if you spend a second-round draft pick or a third-round draft pick on an outside linebacker. I just think that's a lot, So I don't think they do a higher end one. I think they probably stick with like what we've been seeing.
Maybe a third round pick or something.
Yeah. Or probably a 4th. I can see them going to 4th because I still feel like a third is still like a higher end investment. But I think that 4th round, you could see them potentially bring somebody in there.
Someone's bringing up Bud Dupree if he gets cut.
I love my dog to come back, man.
That'd be kind of sick.
We good. We got time.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we got
PF Chains for delivery tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're eating PF Chains tonight. All right. So we got time. Not a lot of time. We got enough time.
We got some good questions here.
Yeah,
that's why I bring it up.
Let's
it might
go.
Take a little bit
Since
more.
y'all always be asking what we eat, and every time I'm like, I got dinner coming up, y'all be like, yo, what's the dinner? I be seeing y'all in here. I peeps y'all. All right. I be peeping y'all. Yeah, we got PF Chains. I'm going PF Chains tonight. All right. I like PF Chains. And I'm a PF Chains. Got to eat some with the chopsticks too. Are you a chopstick guy, Deke?
No. I'll just take a fork.
Yeah, I'm a chopstick guy, bro. All right, I'm back. Let's focus.
Damon Brown, we missed out on Roquan Smith. You think we should bring on Edmonds from Buffalo? Deke, you going to Seven's live podcast in the Strip on the 27th.
Ooh,
shout out to Trina.
Ooh, that would be dope.
Probably not, to be honest.
Deke said he ain't pulling up. All right. But shout out to Trina, though. Definitely shout out to Trina. I mean, trust me, I would love to have Edmonds here. Edmonds is dope as heck, man. I love watching him and Matt Milano pair together in Buffalo. The size that he has, he's built like a outside linebacker, but he's athletic, smart as heck. I mean, just top-notch guy that can play off the ball, Big kick and cover. Checks all those boxes. Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't at least make a go at it. But we'll see, because his market could be really big, just depending on, especially what this postseason run looks like for Buffalo, since they don't have to worry about Pittsburgh in the first round now. You know what I mean? They might go on a little bit of a run here. So if that were the case, that could make his number kind of go up a little bit more. But he'll be doing it for DeMar, so we'll be supporting him for that. But that's the only thing I'm a little concerned with, potentially.
He's on our radar right now because
Bloodline, baby, come on.
A brother to Terrell Edmonds.
How would that work, though? Could it be a scenario where we try to recruit him, but then not re-sign his brother?
Yeah, we signed Casey
You see
and
what
let
I mean?
Terrell walk.
Like, I don't see how that would work like that. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
think
can't
it
do
could
that.
work, but I don't think that would work like that. Like,
Be kind of messed up.
yeah, especially if I'm your brother. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing it then. Like, nah.
Right, yeah, some things are
You
deeper than
yeah.
money or opportunities
Because it's just
for another
foul to
team.
me. Yeah. If you my brother and I know you're on the squad and they getting rid of you and you want me to go, like, nah, bro, I'm cool on y'all.
I guess it would be different if the brother was like a backup or a fringe player. But it do like Terrell Edmonds.
So you saying if it was like, never mind.
We sticking with that family?
Yep. Nope. I left it alone. That's why I stopped. I was like, what? Nope. I'm done with it. Yep.
If we let Tremaine, or who was it? No,
Trey.
Tremaine Edmonds. Yeah, it was Trey Edmonds. If we let Trey Edmonds walk, and he was the only Edmonds on the team,
It'd have been all right.
I think Tremaine would have the green light to
He could
come
look
here.
the other way. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
But Terrell has been such an integral part.
4 years, 5 years started now.
Yeah, that would just be a bad look.
Yeah.
Skydiving heck. A lot of cornerback talk for this draft, but I would like to get a run-stuffing nose tackle. And I think Siaki Ika from Baylor would be great. Need to get back to Steeler football. Games against the Browns, Ravens, and Jets were heartbreakers. It's not a bad option. It's just going to be interesting with Ogunjobi and Hayward. If we have both of them back, I don't think we got to go out of our way to get a big-time nose tackle.
Yeah, I mean, we were still using Tyson Alualu and Montravis Adams. And granted, down the stretch, those guys played a lot better, and that was why our run defense was a lot better. But, yeah, you could definitely upgrade the position. With Tyson, we know he's about to retire. We know he's, older. He's coming back from injury. And Father Time is undefeated. We get it. Montravis is a good athlete, but to me, he still is more of a 4-3 technique than he is a true 3-4 nose tackle. Based on how he plays the game, he is a get off the ball penetrator. Think more like Larry Ogunjobi type. Just to me, not as dynamic, not as not as good as Larry is, obviously. But yeah, I think you could definitely improve there. But I don't think it has to be like a crazy like. You know how everybody went crazy
because how
for
many
like Jordan
snaps?
Davis?
Yeah, how many snaps?
I don't
are
think
they
it has
play?
to be that.
We just
right.
need it for specialty situations.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we could definitely get by with
Montravius and then player X.
And that's the thing. I just think you got to get another
Just get a
player
big
in
dude.
there. Yeah, just
That
get
might be
another guy.
that. I forget what his last. He has a Jonathan in his name. I can't remember if his last name. No, I think it's Jonathan something. We got from the Jets. That nose tackle we picked up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Maybe he could be that type of dude. That's just
Yeah.
all right. We could roll with Montravius and him because he's more of a pure nose tackle. Is what they're saying. And he's young. He just got buried in the Jets depth chart behind their defensive line.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe he could be that guy. I just don't think we got to spend any crazy capital or big time money to bring in someone that's probably not going to be playing that many snaps if we already have Ogunjobi and Cam Hayward.
Yeah.
And we don't run that defense that much. Like I said, it's
I would
in
agree.
specialty situations.
Yeah.
Eric James. Like when we're playing a really run heavy
Yeah,
team.
I'm with you.
Which does we are in the AFC North, so Cleveland and the Ravens. Still. Hey, Deke and Moats, Sunday was my first game of the season I've been to in person.
Let's go.
I'm not from Pittsburgh, but the nightlife was off the hook.
Let's
And
go.
the Steelers fan in the stadium reminded me why I love being a Steelers fan.
Let's go. I'm glad to hear that, Eric, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Turn up one time for the city, baby. And shout out to Steel Nation for showing you love in the stadium as well.
Steel City Batman. So it's safe to say this draft class was a hit.
I would agree.
Yeah.
We said that
Seems like we hit on everything except Oladokin.
You swap out Oladokin, but you bring in Warren. So either way, we hit. Yeah.
Big time hit. Fish Momentum, Moats and Deke asked TG about ambition.
Oh.
We didn't get to that. We got sidetracked.
We definitely got sidetracked. We got you next time. Hopefully. Unless we get sidetracked again.
Fish Momentum, what free agents will we bring in? # Tremaine. I think we got to focus on re-signing our guys first.
Yeah, I haven't even looked. Yeah.
Because the needs we're talking about, cornerback and O-line, those could be easily addressed in the draft in those first 3 picks.
Yeah.
As long as we bring back our core guys, Cam Sutton, Ogunjobi, Hayward, we make sure we get a Miles Jack, we get Spillane, Mark Robinson in there. I don't know if we let Devin Bush go or not. Get at least one safety in Casey with a Minka. Like, we got everything kind of set. Where I don't think we have to do any crazy big spending in free agency. I wouldn't mind it if we got a guy that made sense and it was a good name and could fit into the culture and stuff. But
I agree.
I feel like we could address our needs in the draft is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of flexibility, just like what we did last year. Yeah, we have the flexibility of going draft or free agency. I kind of like free agency a little bit more just because I guarantee I get to get who I want, whereas with the draft, we know it's just like, man, you could really love this player, but this team takes this guy 2 rounds before he was supposed to get taken, or takes him earlier than he was supposed to go. Or this team just traded up in front of us. Now I missed this guy. That's the only thing I don't like about like waiting exclusively for, to fill some of that. But yeah, I think we're in a good position with it either way.
Fish Momentum cleaning house, including Mitch and Mason. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be on the roster next year. Fish Momentum, TG for OC.
Be like Patricia. I'd be like Patricia now. No, we putting us defense dudes on that offense side. Talking about call them plays.
Damon Brown asked TG about the Kirby leaked pregame speech.
Did you see it? I didn't see it.
I didn't. I heard it was very inspirational, though.
It was.
Like the way he was talking, there was no way Georgia was going to lose.
They put 65 up there.
Fish Momentum says Pitt over WVU and JMU.
H2P, man.
H2P. Yeah, I like that statement.
Yeah.
Oh, that Pitt game's coming up, too. Pitt versus Duke. Tonight.
Oh. Let's go.
Philip Hopkins, Chick-fil-A or Popeyes?
Dang.
Don't feel like cooking. Oh, so this is a suggestion
Popeyes,
for him?
man. Popeyes. But I love me some Chick-fil-A. But go Popeyes, bro. Popeyes be hit. Oh. Yeah.
I think we got 2 more. Am I wrong?
I thought it was just 1 left.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. 1 more. Matthew Zagara. Mike LaFleur is out. I think he was the Jets OC.
They clearing up over there then.
Is that Matt LaFleur's brother?
It has to be, right? It has
cousin?
to be. They got to be related some type of way. Heck yeah.
That's probably a good call.
But is it all on him?
No, but
he's the scapegoat.
If they are, this is what Silas saying. We're so committed to Zach Wilson. We believe in him. We're using all of our resources to make sure he's good.
Him, bro.
I know,
don't even believe
but he
him.
said that they're gonna try to untap all that potential out of Zach Wilson.
That's crazy.
If this OC couldn't do it, I guess they got to get a new one. Maybe Kingsbury.
Kingsbury to the rescue. All right.
That's the last one.
I like it. So yeah, man, we'll see who else is becoming available in the job market with these coaches as this week continues on, man. But it's been a dope vibe for today, as we always do, man. Y'all know we're gonna spin the block on y'all tomorrow, so you already know where to tap in, man. And yeah, as always, appreciate you. And until next time, baby.
Peace.